Hello, everybody. Oh, I can't tell how loud or quiet this is going to be, so I'm going to need all of your help with this. Lowering the desktop audio a little bit. That might be too quiet. Alright, and where am I? Bam! Here I am. How's it going? I apologize. It is so hot in my apartment, and I obviously can't have the fan running for good audio quality. I don't need to be wearing these right now, I don't think. So my face might be getting sweaty, and in that case, I have a rag for it, because it is very hot. So apologies for that. I'm hoping I don't sweat through my shirt, because I feel like it would show. What's everyone saying? I took my glasses off. I vaguely see the word horror guy. Hello, Woo the Horror Guy. Hello, Mooner. Hello, Jezzykins. Hello, That Trans-Plague Doctor. Hello, Smucker Sucker. Very excited to have everybody here. Oh my god, I'm already sweating. Ugh. Oh my god. It's fine though. We're gonna get through it. It's 90 degrees here in Colorado, where I live. And I'm sure this hat is also good audio. Here's what this fan sounds like when it's on. It's a pretty quiet fan. But all things considered, it's just not a good podcast or streaming audio. Podcast audio. I've been listening to Mabim Bam today, so that's why that's one thing about that. Hello, Professor Panic. Welcome. Jezzykins, yes, it has been hot everywhere. There is a whole ass heat dome going on. But, I don't know if I have my face on camera enough for everyone to even know I've got streaks in my hair. There it is. Looking at myself over on this monitor, but to get the best view, it's right here. Hi, I won't be able to chat because this is my background audio for homework. Well, good luck on your homework. Hopefully I'm not too distracting. But if I become too distracting, feel free to turn the video off and join us later. I don't know how long it's going to take tonight. I've got the whole playlist pulled up. It's got 18 videos on it. Earlier stuff is a little bit shorter, but obviously, like Mandela Catalogue Volume 4 is 40 minutes. So, this will probably be a couple hours. I think that I can probably get through everything in this main Mandela Catalogue playlist. I didn't know you live. Happy I caught the stream. Yeah, I don't do it very often because hold on, I'm gonna listen to my phone real quick to see how bad this fan is, because if I can keep it on, that would be awesome. But if it's bad audio, I might just sweat here, and that'll be it. Just sweat here, and that'll be it. It's pretty obnoxious. Okay. Guess we're just gonna suffer here, but oh my god, you can also see how sweaty I am. That's why I've got this hat. That's what this hat is for. So you can't tell how sweaty I am, even though you can absolutely tell. You can absolutely tell. You guys like the Amori music? I would love to do a video on Amori, but I need to play it again, just because it's been maybe a year since I've really put the time in. Alright, what are you saying? It seems like it's been hot everywhere. Won't be able to chat. Love your hair. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jezzykins. Didn't know you did live. You're the entertainment while I rune farm an Elden Ring. Hell yeah. Sounds good. Just a little movie night. It's honestly not that noticeable. The fan sounds fine, I think. If you guys are fine with the fan, I'll leave it on for now, but maybe once we get into the streaming. Because, holy mother of God, is it hot. Is it very hot here. But yeah, we'll wait until it's 6 proper to start. I'm going to pour myself a little drink here. It's hardly little, to be honest. Just because I always find that having a drink while watching a horror movie just makes it a little bit more fun. It makes me better at reacting to things, to be completely honest. Maury, don't give yourself heat stroke. Oh, I think I'll be fine. I can't hear the fan. Okay. Well, if no one can hear the fan, that's great. I kind of feel like y'all are lying to me. But maybe the Amori audio is covering it. I'm going to test again. You'll hear it. It's not the worst in the world. It's not the worst in the world, but God, I feel like I've been in my room for a while. I also feel like maybe my microphone's a little too high. I feel like I've been in my room. Oh, I need to also turn this off now that it's getting that echo. I've been in my room for a while today, and I don't feel like it's been this hot. Maybe it's just getting hot now because I'm paying attention to it. Who's to say? It's barely noticeable hum in the background. Yeah, I'll keep it on for now. We'll wait until people come in. Maybe, should I open the window, or is that going to make it hotter somehow? Let's find out. I'm going to open my window. I'll also introduce a whole new layer of sound. Not that bad. Also, I do think that might make things a little cooler in here. So, great. This is not the theme of the stream. This is not a heat stream. It's movie night. Hello! Yeah, you can hear it, but it's not distracting, yeah. Hello, Drowning in Dirt. Very edgy, very cool username. Buried Alive, I assume. Like the Buried from Magnus Archives. Love the Magnus Archives. Also got a little Corona here, with a lime in the top. My favorite beer. Oh, I'm getting the lime juice all over the place. I don't have a strategy for this. Okay, great. I don't condone underage drinking. I don't condone drinking while pregnant or whatever. But I do condone drinking if you're allowed to do it legally and you're in a safe setting and you don't overdo it. That's Connor's adult wisdom for the crowd. So, Magnus Archives mentioned, so with you on Corona being number one. Hell yeah it is. Magnus Archives mentioned, I'll do it as much as I can. Not necessarily today, but just in general. I look so shiny in this camera. I feel like I need to get the lighting lower, but it's okay. The focus shouldn't be me and my fogging up glasses. It should be the spooky ass videos we're about to watch. Are you excited for that? Maybe I should just hug this water bottle. Ooh, nice and relaxing. It's honestly so refreshing to watch a content creator as obsessed with the Magnus Archives as I am. I love finding Magnus Archives people in the wild. It's rare because like finding podcast people in general is like sometimes difficult. But especially when, someone's like, oh, I listened to Welcome to Night Vale. I'm like, oh, so maybe. Someone tells me they're into Malevolent, I already know. If you listen to Malevolent, you absolutely 100% listen to Magnus Archives. I don't know how you can do one and avoid the other. Well, rather, I think there's some Magnus Archives fans who probably don't do Malevolent, but I don't think you can get into Malevolent without already being a fan of Magnus. This water bottle is so loud. You actually turned me onto the podcast. I'm on 179 right now. You're getting close. You're in spooky territory. It's a full bad. All the bad things are going on right now. I believe. Just in time. You ever listen to Camp Here and There? I have not. That is not familiar to me. Tricks. Keep just making eye contact with myself over here when I really should be talking to the camera. That's good stream etiquette, I think. But I'm not primarily a streamer. It's just what we're doing tonight. I have not released a video in a while because I've been on vacation. I was in Scotland, and it was a lot of fun. I went with my extended family and my girlfriend. I was there for a little over a week, and it was a great time. Scotland is beautiful. Got to see Loch Ness. Got to fist fight Nessie. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Nessie's chill. But it was a good time, and we were celebrating. Excuse me. We were celebrating my dad's 50th birthday. And that meant an hour and a half of apparently every single person in my family making speeches and crying about my dad, which was nice, but I don't cry super easily in like social situations, so I felt very out of place kind of at that table. My brother across from me sobbing his eyes out, making a speech much longer than anyone else's, to be completely honest. And he looks over at me and he's like, "How are you not crying?" I was like, "I don't know, man. This is just a nice experience to me. It's just beautiful." Have you tuned into Magnus Protocol recently? It's starting to pick up, and God, Thursdays are my peak of the week now. I am shamefully behind on Magnus Protocol. I've honestly just been re-listening to Magnus Archives, not because I'm disappointed in any way with Protocol. I very much enjoy where it is right now, but just because I got nostalgic for it. And I really like Jonathan Sims as a, first of all as a voice actor, but also as a character. And so, while I do love our new cast, I miss hearing him. So I'm a little behind. I'll probably catch up in the next couple days here. Also, I've been on vacation, and that's contributed to a lot of my missing stuff, including posting. But if you didn't see, the new horror narration's out today by Sterling Duncan, called Ley Lines. It was a lot of fun to read and put together. And I am well in production of a couple new videos. The first one that'll come out is probably going to be kind of sci-fi related, very space oriented. I don't want to give too much away because I'm still in the writing process, but I've also been gathering footage. You know how it all goes. And yeah, so we're going to get back into the normal swing of things. We'll see, actually, as I say that, we'll see about that because I do move in, God, like 2-ish weeks now, maybe a little over. And you can't usually tell because of my setup, but this will probably be one of the last streams I have in this room setup, which is honestly great. The place I live is not the best, not the worst, by far not the worst, but I pay a lot of money for not great conditions, like definitely better than, than some places, and definitely cheaper than living in, like, I don't know, a major metropolis, metropolitan area. I don't know, but I'm moving in with my girlfriend. We've already found a place. We found a place that's really nice, and we're very excited to move into. It's gonna be great for my cat to have more space. They've got some better amenities. They've got a 24-hour hot tub and a gym. Very excited. I've lived in kind of college rooms, I can't find my words right now, but yeah, so that move will be happening soon. I'm hoping to get at least maybe 2 videos done before the move, one to come out pretty soon here and one to come out next couple weeks or so as that move is happening. But also I thought, hey, this stream will be fun for us tonight, but it'll also be fun for my regular viewers who want to see some Connor content. It's technically Connor Unscripted. I know that's not everyone's favorite, but Mandela Catalogue is pretty huge, and it is officially 6 now. We've got a good amount of viewers here, so we can get started on that whenever everyone's ready, but I have not even been reading chat. I've not listened to Camp Here and There. Malevolent and Magnus Archives are my life, man. I get that. Only encountered a few SCP fans in the wild. Love SCP. Have you turned? Yeah. Let's go Scotland mention. Let's go Scotland. Average family gathering, honestly, sure. I thought bro was peeling his wall for a second. This is not my wall. This is a green screen that my dad got me, which I appreciate. And it's the same dad that we all cried over in Scotland. And behind it is my bed and like my TV and stuff. This is my room. And what I'm excited for is that in the future, my streaming and workspace will be different than my room. And that's just great because it's nice to have that separation. It's kind of crazy to wake up, write for a couple hours, film for a couple hours, go get food and come. Like, I spend a lot of time in my room, and that's not great. Stoked for literally anything you make. You're a major contributor to my horror media literacy development. Well, that is so kind to say, and a little intimidating. Every time someone's like, "Oh, you're my favorite," or "You're teaching me so much," I'm like, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome or whatever. I'm just like, man, you're learning from me? Okay, that's your decision. But I guess that's what happens when you start getting more popularity online. And we're so close. Literally could happen tonight. We're so close to 70K. Probably not going to do a big celebration for that. I'm going to hold out for 75K, but that shouldn't be too far behind. But either way, fucking crazy. So cool to have that many people, watching my channel and reacting to my work. And I remember, back during quarantine, for the most part, when I was still in high school, I would stream on my PlayStation like all the time. And a lot of those videos are not on this channel anymore because I did a big purge so my channel would represent who I am now and what I actually care about now. But like, I would have max 2 or 3 viewers at a time. So even like, I know some people have multiple thousands, but like even like close to 40 people on a stream, so fun. Such a fun experience for me. Show us your cat, please. Let's see if I can get her to come on in. Here are her treats. She is very food motivated. She might be asleep in the other room. Padme! Oh, she's coming. I can hear her. Come here, baby. Come here. Meow. There she is. Meow. Here's the baby. I got treats in my hand, and she's dumb. There we go. You okay? Oh, I'm probably holding her weird. Here. The other one's right here, baby. This is the sweet baby. Her name is Padme, if you haven't met her. She's our kitty. She probably doesn't love being held up like that. She's a little bit of a drama queen sometimes. Oh, she's just on my lap now, and I can tell you in 2 seconds she's about to dig her claws right into my legs, and it's gonna hurt because I'm not wearing very thick pants. Say hello, baby. Hello. All right. She's very food motivated. I've never related more. Yeah, I'm pretty food motivated myself too. Had to tune in just for the cat. Yeah, that's why I put her in the description, because people love the cat. Creature detected. Also, Padme is adorable. Reminds me of my own cat. Hell, yeah. Do you have a gray tabby who yells at you at 5 in the morning to feed her? Because if so, very similar to my cat, who's only really showing off her tail right now. I'll do occasional baby checks. She is so not interested. Do you have anything you want to say to the microphone? Wow. Okay. I'll probably want to turn the fan off soon here so we can get into our stream. But, alright. Let's put these headphones on. I'm going to turn off the Amori music now. There it goes. Sorry, everybody. I know it's very fun, but just want to make sure that that's not playing over Mandela Catalogue, because I will forget. I reorganized my whole setup, which is actually very handy. Are we just about ready to get into it? Do we want to start our little horror marathon? I'll probably give everyone little bathroom breaks in between seasons, because I will need bathroom breaks in between seasons. But for the time being, looks like everyone's ready. Let's get into it. Thank you all so much for joining me on this little movie night. I really had a lot of fun doing the last movie night, watching stuff I've never seen before, but now it'll be fun to watch something I have seen before. It has been a second, though, so we'll see if any of these little scares get me. I definitely know that the uncanny valley stuff of, warping the statue's face and all that good stuff, it really used to get to me when I was younger. And I think it did get to me when I first started watching the series, but I have much more of a stomach for that now, which might not be a surprise to you. And I think we're about ready. So, let's get rid of that. I'm going to turn the desktop audio up a little bit. I'm going to get myself out of the way here. And I'm going to try not to talk over videos, but I might pause them. Excuse me. I might pause them if I've got a comment I really am excited to make. Last things last. Let's turn the fan off. Okay. Whew. Immediately it gets so hot. But here we go. Okay. Starting out, they didn't officially get broken into volumes until until volume 2 in the series, but we'll be starting out at the very top, because this is I don't think this is technically in release order, but it is the recommended viewing order of the Mandela Catalogue. So we're going to start with Overthrown.
Don't be afraid. I bring good news of great joy for you and all people. Tonight, your Savior was born in David's town. He is Christ, the Lord. You will find him wrapped in swaddlecloth, lying in a manger.
is glitching. Classic. Rejoice. Jesus is born. Can I get some rejoicing in the chat? Can I get some amens in the chat? What is this, faith? Mortis.
Mary was the head of her team, but she got a very special message from M.A.D.
Angel named Redacted.
I am the angel Gabriel. I've come to bring good news.
News? For me?
Alright, which one of you is a nerd and knows what that binary translates to? Let me get myself out of the way. Oh. Yeah.
Whatever God wants.
Who knows?
I will do.
I think this is a great setup to refamiliarize everyone, or I guess familiarize some people, with these original Bible stories.
I will fool the shepherds.
And then start warping it. I think that's interesting. It's one of the top comments on the video. I'll check it out after the video ends.
Wake up, Joseph. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake.
Maybe no subtitles. Do we want subtitles? Pretty spooky and pretty iconic. We do want subtitles. Okay, yeah, we'll do it.
Do not be afraid, my dear shepherds. I have great news. I am your true savior. I know everything about what makes you human. I know what
The face
you
is already
love.
so creepy.
I know what you dread.
Ah! No, I don't love it. It's spooky. I know it's like cliche, but it's spooky. How frozen I became and powerless then. Ask it not, reader, for I read it not, because all language would be insufficient. I did not die, and I alive. Hold on. And I alive remained not. Think for thyself now, hast thou aught of wit, what I became, being of both deprived. I am sure that this is a classic literary verse. Could be from Dante, could be literally from the Bible. I kind of doubt it though, but I am not well read enough to understand the reference. The binary. Oh, someone said the binary. Thank you, Caddy Brat. Here it is. I am the one true savior. I must reverse the delusion. Joseph is next. Right, because if I recall correctly, this might be something I stole from a Wendigoon video. Gabriel, this is kind of a reversal of the savior complex where we started worshiping, and I think another video gets into this, so maybe I shouldn't even get too deep into it, but we started worshiping demons or something of that like instead of angels because we were deceived. I do have a genuine question. Who are the good guys in this series? Probably just regular civilians. I think we'll start to get names like, I think there's Thacker or Thatcher, one of those. But I think most people who we're introduced to eventually do die or become bad or are revealed to be bad. So I can't answer that. Let's get back into it though. Someone's talking about something called dog nightmares, which I'm not familiar with, but the way people are talking about it in chat, might have to check out at some point. I am bound to chains on my ankles. That grow heavier with every step. The infinite amount of sand will be my tomb. And my foolishness will be my legacy. If there is a God, please help me. The pace. So here's what I'll say. I know, I'm going to pause here, and also I'm going to dab my face off because I feel myself sweating a lot. Kitty on my lap, you are not helping, but you're very cute. I know that there are so many like cliches of analog horror in this. The warp, we're going to make the face look silly, we're going to use an AI voice or a robotic voice to tell our story and do our narration. Whatever, sure, that might be true. But pacing-wise and atmosphere-wise, Mandela is really good. At least in the early stages, because I'll be completely honest with you, I don't even think I've seen Volume 4. At least in the early stages, it's really good. And so that's why I'm excited to be watching this again. And if I keep taking this long to watch these 4-minute videos, this is going to be a long-ass stream, so I should probably keep going through it. So we're talking about dog nightmares. Mandela originated the cliches. Yeah, totally a good point, is that they're cliches. They come up, they're repeated a lot because of Mandela. When everyone was watching this for the first time, when everyone was getting into Wendigoon for the first time, when everyone was watching all the TikToks about it for the first time, this was pretty new. And I'm sure, obviously you could make the argument that, they're pulling from earlier stuff, they're pulling from traditional analog horror and found footage, and that's also totally true. But I don't want to discredit Mandela Catalogue because a lot of other analog horrors do what it does. Because even if that is the case, and even if it were unoriginal, pacing and atmosphere are very good. I'm scared by the ending jingle. Yeah. 10-second fan break. That's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to reward myself for getting through a video with a 10-second fan break. This cat on my lap. She's so warm. Her belly so full. Because I spoil her. Okay, next video. Let's do it. Sorry. It's Restored Edition. I don't know what that's about, but here we go. Monsieur, who are you? Who's to say? Unforeseen threats. Oh. No subtitles, guys. Sorry.
As alternates. Until we have a complete understanding of the threat, it is important to stay home, lock all doors and windows, and have access to a loaded firearm or other ranged weapon at all times. You will know if an alternate exists based solely on their physical characteristics.
This is fairly
if you
important.
see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide. If you see a person with any sort of biologically impossible characteristic,
I see. Thank you, Candy Rat.
And hide. If an alternate manages to enter your home, refrain from any kind of communication or contact. These intelligent life forms utilize elements of psychological warfare to take advantage of their victims. While we heavily discourage any kind of contact or communication with an alternate, we make excuses for attempts at executing them yourself.
How scary would it be to see another person who is not similar to you but looks exactly like you? Tell an authority figure about your encounter. Hinder. Think. The alternate's movement. It was think, right? I talked over it. Identify the threat level. I think I remember K. Neutralize the alternate if safe to do so. Know your place in reality. I thought there was another K. Know your enemy. Alright. That would be more horrifying to see. Not looking like you, but just featureless. Or Stretchy. Stretchy's not great either. Yeah, they did get rid of the iconic blackout with the one eye though. If I'm remembering correctly. Oh. If you have a twin, unfazed. If you don't have a twin, pants-shittingly terrifying. But that might be true. But also, with twins, like, you can tell the difference apart. Like, I don't know. September 13th, 1992.
Hey, it's Caesar. I hope it's not too late.
No, it's fine, don't worry. What's up, you alright?
Yeah, it's not me, it's my mom.
I think she's ready to go. Say goodbye.
No idea
Goodbye.
why. I'm on my way to the ER, but could you do me a favor?
Yeah, of course. What is it?
I just need you to come over and turn on the cameras we have set up. You know the ones that we installed after we were robbed?
Event yet to be investigated.
Oh, yeah. Mind if I ask why?
Well, she screamed really loud right before I found her on the ground. I just...
Well, do you have your doors and windows locked? What the broadcast told us to?
Yeah, that's the weird part. Maybe she saw something? I don't know.
And we should be assuming at this point that Caesar is already an
Don't be
alternate.
too bad.
Or rather, this is an alternate of Caesar.
Just gonna switch them on and get out of there, though. You know how I feel about your house.
Yeah, that's fine. One last thing. Try to get a good view of the back hallway, if you don't mind.
Very ominous thing to say.
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta go. I'm almost at the hospital. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of iconic jump scares aren't in the remake. I think that's part of why it was redone. You got rid of the kill yourself bit and a lot more traditional jump scares. Sure. You know what? I don't mind it. Things evolve. But I at least hope that we can still find the original stuff if we want to. If not on his channel, like Rio uploads. It's nice to have the time capsule. This is creepy. Very much Paranormal Activity stuff. Although it does look like those are maybe more of the 3D animations, which I will say don't hit as hard in the series as some of the other stuff. Yeah, this looks like it might be a 3D model, but either way. I think if you watch the old Nightmind coverage, you'll see a lot of the original stuff. That's great, yeah. That's why these channels are so valuable. I love Nightmind. Love Nightmind. Also love Nexpo, Wendigoon, Nick Crowley, all the good stuff. This is interesting, though. I don't think the shadow was in the original. The sound design. Again, sound design is so good. Creepy. Where'd you go, Mark? It's just, and this is such like a me thing to say, but hearing something, I think is always going to be scarier than seeing something. Now, this is really interesting. This little part, if they've kept it up. It followed me home, Caesar. I do not want to see what is on the other side, but it has been days and nobody has come to help me. I hope they keep the same audio, because the audio that I remember was really horrifying. Camcorder collected for investigation. Even if the actual footage itself has changed, I really loved the original audio. Unlabeled tape.
I have a gift for you. I have a present. I have a surprise.
Yeah, that audio is terrifying. Let me in, Mark. It feels like it's just testing things. It's just saying anything. It's just repeating sounds. Don't open the door, guys. If you're in this position, don't open the door. Nah. All right. I don't know if that's as effective as what we originally got, but I do think. Okay, well that's interesting. Doing it like that, the bad decision mark in the bottom. I think that's interesting, and seeing the face there. Just hovering. Reminds me of the end of Skinamarink, which I haven't watched in a while. I should watch that again. I love Skinamarink. Great. Still a good amount left. Let me in, Mark. Let me in. Very good. The shapeshifters and body snatchers had a very particular danger attached to them. That's good. It's still good. You know, the changes that we're getting, I don't know if I love it fully, but it's interesting. Oh my god, I'm still sweating so much.
A situation may occur where the local 911 dispatchers run out of operators to handle calls, so they are given to the police department instead. When police attention is needed, send available personnel to the address provided by the caller.
Okay. Imagine being in the emergency response, like whatever, nurse, firefighter, cop, in Mandela County. Terrifying. I would quit immediately and move, but I guess no one thinks to do that. Maybe there's some element of the series that prevents that. Any Marks in the chat? Unlucky. If your name is Mark, get out of my chat right now. That's a joke. You don't have to do that.
Immediately contact the Mandela community.
I'm only talking over this because it kind of repeats itself. It's just like, oh, if you're in the regular service, just do your normal thing. And then... encounter. That's not good. Do not help a caller reporting a home intrusion. I also like no dialogue, no matter how frantic their screams are. The voice cutting out, it's almost like the recorder wasn't even told about this part. Calmly reassure the caller that help is on the way. End the call when they stop responding. Let them die. Official advice, let them die. Crazy. Crazy.
To learn by viewing the...
Yeah, I think there is some weird panning stuff. I don't. Hopefully this isn't on my end, but
it's a severe mental illness that has seen a sudden return in recent months. M.A.D. is the result of exposure to verbal information that is not desired to be known. The rate of death by suicide in patients diagnosed with M.A.D. is 97%. But
doesn't
don't
even
worry.
show. You can barely tell that it's 97%.
Makes it worth trying to reverse the delusion. Avoiding development of M.A.D. is the first step to being safe. It is recommended to avoid excessively frequent religious practice, as well as any belief in unnecessary philosophical implications.
Don't be religious. Don't think about life.
Always remember
don't question
that
anything.
Your friends, family, and loved ones is a key factor for maintaining mental stability.
The main moral of Mandela Catalogue is literally that ignorance is bliss. If you don't try to introspect at all, if you don't look at reality at all, you're actually a lot safer. Don't think about where you came from, or angels or demons or philosophy or manipulation or anything. Anyway, I love this. Let's go. Wait until dusk to proceed. Make sure no lights are on in your chosen testing environment. The only illumination should be coming from your television. Already, you ever get that? Y'all ever get that? You're watching, it doesn't even have to be anything scary, but it works better if it's scary. You're watching a horror movie at night, like on your laptop or your phone, or I've got a TV right across from my bed. And so it's this bright blue light coming at you from whatever angle. And the rest of the space completely dark. The rest of the space is just a void. And you're like, there's something right there. There's something just out of reach. It's especially creepy, like, if it's really late at night and like you're in a totally dark spot and your hand, like if you're on your phone, your hand, you put it behind, even your hand kind of disappears in the darkness. You're like, shit, something could be standing right next to me. Hopefully, by the way, if any of you are in dark rooms right now and are experiencing any of this anxiety, I apologize, but you're like, something could be right next to me. And I wouldn't know. And it could literally reach out and touch me. It could grab me. It could shank me. Just anything. But it's, honestly, I love that feeling. And that's because I'm a freak. And that's because, I've made an entire career around this. But it's really intimidating, especially when, you're younger or when you're not a freak. It's great. I love it. Oh, God, I'm in the middle of the day. I would not be here otherwise. I get that. I do get that. Maybe when I was younger, but I've not had this feeling in a few years. So I make the screen as dark as possible. That's funny. What if it's a little demon is silly and wants to give you cookies? In my experience, demons, unless it's like hell of a boss, demons aren't silly little guys. In my experience, in all the fiction I've consumed. Every parent knows their child best. If you suspect your child absolutely cannot handle the test, you may remove them from the environment and update your psychiatrist. If they can't handle the test, is that probably a good thing in this universe? Test will begin shortly. Remember to have your data sheet prepared for results. Shampooing your hair with your eyes closed and you feel like if you open your eyes, someone will be there right there. Dude, after I watched The Grudge, I don't remember the name of the person from The Grudge. But anyway, she was in my head forever. The Grudge really scared me when I was younger, but I loved it. Somewhere over the rainbow, I think? Is that what that was? Babies crying make me very uncomfortable. That's why I know I would not be a good father. Feed the little imps, they may not. Section 2. I think if someone steals your soul, that matters a little bit. Nosferatu! What's up, my man? The OG vampire. Nosferatu is great. Really great character design, especially for the age and the era.
Tomorrow, Mr. Havisham will take you to your grandfather, and you will live with him at the castle. But I shall not go with you.
Childhood drawings. So now your kid is apparently supposed to be comprehending these childhood drawings. Okay. Oh man, this chat is moving fast. I'll watch the rest. I'll read the chat after the video's over. The Scary Night by Nick, or was it Mark? Hold on. That feels important. Is that Nick? Does that say Nick? Nick? I know that this is an important character in the series, and I can't tell who it is. It's Mark? That's Mark? Okay, everyone's telling me Mark. Okay, thanks, guys. It's just compressed a little too... Okay. Yeah, everyone's like, it's Mark! It's Mark! You need to know it's Mark! Thank you. Okay, by Mark. I thought so, but it looked more like Nick. Mandela Elementary School, grade 4,000. I didn't know it went that far. Daddy didn't check under my bed last night. So I went to Mommy's room. Do Mommy and Daddy live in different rooms? Not a good sign. Or a great sign. You know, it depends who you ask. I was scared. There was scary knocking on the door. Doom Guy versus Mandela effect. And the scariest part is walking by the dark room by the stairs. I choose to think that stairs being spelled that way is a little tongue-in-cheek reference. You know, being watched. It's obviously also maybe how a kid would spell stairs, but I think it's a little allusion. Almost at Mommy's room, then I saw the man in the corner. Another great reason not to have kids. They'll say random shit like, I was talking to the man under the stairs. I'm like, I don't need you to be telling me about that. And then I fell asleep. The end! Exclamation, 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 exclamation. I should give up art in the face of this artistry. I know, right? Every time I try to draw it, it literally looks like this. Not this. Oh my god, Death is gonna kill Mickey Mouse? Public domain. You can use him. Or at least earlier versions of him, I guess. The stupid little kid version of the Intruder is so good. Yeah. Ugh. See, again, I like the original Intruder more. But I get that he was trying to do his own thing. Still scary if you've never seen the original before, but the original Intruder is just so ominous. Intruder alert. Maybe this is what I'm thinking of.
I am inside your home.
I'm inside your home, he says. Mandela County Child Endangerment Awareness Association presents Keep an Eye on Your Children. I think I've actually heard that, Catty Brat. The original Intruder was a shitty police sketch, I'm pretty sure.
Us parents know how time-consuming it is to keep an eye on our young children.
I know.
While working is essential, they must receive attention from us so that they know we love them too. Some of us may rely on key things that keep them entertained, like toys, walks in a stroller, or even cartoons on the family television.
I love how the music cuts out for the television.
Be cautious with what channels your children view on the television, since you never know what harmful content they may be seeing. Your children may be viewing elements of violent content, sexual content, graphic content,
all my favorite
scary
stuff.
Imagery.
Yep. They exist on different spectrums.
If you hear your child
like
screaming
autism?
or crying in front of
Just
the television,
kidding.
wait until your child stops making
That's
noise
dumb.
before entering
That's
the
dumb.
room. You will...
That sounds like someone faking being a crying baby. Yeah. Yeah, that hasn't changed, I don't think, and that's pretty good. Imagine your baby just disappearing. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, no good. Oh, I love just the random assets. It's, ugh, creepy. Distraught at the sight of her missing infant. Yeah, I've, for the record, just to acknowledge it, I see some people talking about like the Alex Kister drama in the chat. As far as I'm aware and as far as I can tell, things were a little bit overblown. There was maybe some like immaturity exhibited by the creator, but I don't think he did anything that was really truly reprehensible or really bad. If that were the case and if that came out about him, I probably would not be supporting him or his work, obviously. But at the same time, I'm never fully up to date on these things, I fear, so if I've missed something, please let me know. But otherwise, as far as I recall, I'm not going to get into the drama because I'm not well educated on it. I know that there was some like weird drama around him, but as far as I can tell, things are fine. He's fine. Whatever. But yeah. Just wanted to say that. Sorry, I hate interrupting it, but it feels like it needs to be acknowledged, especially because people are talking about it. If you want to look into it, look into it. I think there's a really helpful Reddit thread that covers what happened and why things got overblown and the fact that it is not as dramatic as people maybe made it out to be. Again, I'm not certain and I don't want to discredit anyone, but I would not knowingly support someone who had done bad things, just so we're aware. Cool. Okay, we're going to get back into it, but I just wanted to say that real quick. Oh, emergency alerts freaked me out so much when I was younger. Amber alerts? Ah.
Further instruction.
3,426 children have gone missing in the following counties.
1,426.
That's a lot, man.
Missing within the following counties: Bythorne County, Berkshire County, Mandela County, Yonder County.
Move. Fucking, if you live here, move.
Children away from any television or medium that can project possibly frightening imagery.
The whole thing that really makes this work is that these are creatures that feed on your fear and that love to instill you with fear. So all they need to do is drop the seed. It's literally like being a horror writer. All they need to do is drop a seed and let it develop in your mind. After receiving neighboring noise complaints of prolonged childlike crying followed by a loud crack, an investigator was sent over to survey the home in the form of photos and videos. Wanted to read that. But just the idea that it's just like, we're going to plant a seed and let you develop the fear in your head, and that's how we are inevitably going to drive you insane, drive you, I guess, to suicide in some cases, but also just invade. It's a psychological invasion, and I just love that concept. If you live here, move the plot of a few good horror stories. Yeah. Oh yeah, Melody, your point, a different voice saying how many children have gone missing implies that it is an update or that more are going to disappear. After taking the previously shown photo, the investigator reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and left the scene immediately. Good call. Good instincts. Ugh. Yeah. In order to provide security until another investigator was available, an on-site officer volunteered to set up a camera that took one photo every 5 minutes facing the room that the event occurred in. Awesome. So good. Maybe I don't need to pause these. They love doing the floating dots cries in this new remake, I'm realizing. Okay. I don't hate it. That's more effective, I think. That's creepier. Threat level evident. Yeah, I'd say so. Victim's corpse is seen being tampered with by invisible force censored. That is awesome. That is great. That is so cool. Big black bar, you're like, there's a corpse behind there, don't know what's happening, but it's there, and you just put in your little brain hole. Conclusion. The suspect shown in the evident images is completely unidentifiable at this time. The entire department has ruled out the possibility of it being an alternate. Interesting. Said images will be sent to the higher-ups for further analysis. The higher-ups. You can tell this was not written by someone in the actual field. Previously shown evidence must not and will not be released to the public for any reason. Lieutenant Davis. Exhibition. Hold on. Gonna do a quick pause so I can read chat and also turn on the fan for a second. Oh my god, I'm sweating. And also, I feel like I'm talking over a lot of stuff. I just have so many thoughts about the series because I do really enjoy it. Floating white dots, iconic in any horror. Often I get fake Amber Alerts tested on my phone without warning, and it's so fucking loud it makes me froth at the mouth with hate. I get that. I hate whenever I'm not paying attention and then my phone starts buzzing. I'm like, are the bombs dropping? And it's just like, no, this is a test of the emergency response system. I'm like, Fuck off. Do you think alternates would make good horror writers? Is Stephen King an alternate? I don't get the impression... Well, that's actually an interesting thought. I don't get the impression that they're trying to instill horror into... or instill fear into people for commercial reasons. I think they're doing it for... If anything, they would probably be better suited to become therapists, just really bad ones, who make out like they are helping you, but at the same time are really tearing you down and making you reliant on them. I feel like, ooh, that feels like actually an interesting horror idea. Maybe I should write something like that. Either way, I don't know if they would be writers. I don't know if they can do it long term, because I think that their style of fear, as well as far as it's been exhibited to us, is kind of personal. They're not trying to get under an audience's skin. They're trying to get under your skin. And so I don't know. But it's still an interesting thought. And like the idea of these things taking on regular positions in a day-to-day life is cool. Maybe that gets established later in the series and I forgot about it or didn't see it, but I think that's a cool idea. Intruder Alert is the original still. I don't think this one's a remake. Eyes in the Dark. Maybe it's not. Did I just maybe make that up? Maybe I did. I think that showing the dot eyes before the face is a great way at building up tension fear. Totally agree. Calopsia Karma. What's everyone's favorite Mandela Catalogue? I don't know. Hey, they have to pay for those sick hoodies somehow. The hoodie on the Intruder is funny to me. I'm actually an alternate writing horror. Casey, I feed off fear, trust. Capitalism comes for even the alternates. They're being forced to write horror novels to get by. But capitalism is an all-encompassing tidal wave of destruction and enslavement. Ooh, hot take, Connor. I don't know if I want to phrase it that way, but either way, I guess maybe the alternates are still victims to the never-ending expansion that capitalism represents. I feel like Jaden Smith right now, just saying shit. All right, let's keep going. We're still in Volume 1 technically, so we're not getting our little bathroom break yet. I want to keep momentum for each volume, and then we can have longer talks and breaks about it at the end. So Exhibition, 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes. I think just imagining makes a mass successful horror media project and then just imagine making a mass successful project. That's an interesting idea, Casey. The sound design. No matter whether or not it's a remake, I don't think it is at this point. I think it all is just normal going forward. But the sound design, great.
Noah went out of his house for some fresh air.
Maybe Mandela Catalogue was about the capitalism we engaged with along the way. Maybe. I don't know about that, but maybe. I also love it because if you're at home alone and you hear the knocking, there's a part of you that's like, is that my real door? I know what my door sounds like. It's not that, but still. Who are these little kiddos? Going to eat dinner, so see y'all later. See you later, Mooner. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Heathcliff. Oh, it's Mark Heathcliff, right? That's his name? Yeah, I think so. Altercation, more like alternate-cation. Not good. Thatcher Davis. I was right. It's Thatcher, not Thacker. I think Thacker might be Adventure Zone? Adventure Zone Amnesty? Mark Heathcliff's bedroom. Oh, is this what the fuck was I praying to? Or what was I praying to, whatever the line is? Yeah, I think so. Very creepy. Mandela Catalogue would have gone crazy hard to watch if I was still on too high a dose of ADHD medication. To be completely transparent, I was fully on ADHD medication the first time I ever watched this, and it might have been why it had such a profound effect on me. Who's to say? The terror I feel when I see anything about book talk. If If you haven't watched it, I'm going to throw out a little shout out. Watch the Funky Frog Bait video on Book Talk. It's interesting. Love Funky Frog Bait. Now, is this... I feel like I'm so bad at this, but is this 3D animation? Or this might be a real place. I'm not sure. Funky Frog Bait mention is wild. And why is that so wild? I guess they're different contents. Oh my god, I can't talk. They're different styles of content, but still, I like their work. Mandela Catalogue on most drugs would be absolutely nuts. There are a couple that I think you're safe with, but anything psychedelic, anything that really alters your perception of reality to that degree, no good. Ooh. That's creepy. I hope I spelled beige correctly. I think so. I think that's right. Yeah, the beige mom's very funny. Currently getting stoned to continue the stream. Hell yeah, bro! As long as you're of age and doing so in a safe environment, fucking blaze it. Sure, you got it in the closet. By the way, on the stream, we're about to be on 1-11-11, so everyone make a wish. Right now, officially, for me. How do you guys think angel numbers work in this universe, where angels are devils, or vice versa, or whatever? I should eat food and get stoned myself and come back. I gotta see how you react to 3 and 5. My faves. Okay, 10:51 for me here. Why is that happening? Why does every door in horror need WD-40? Well, this is pretty good. Because a good creak, it sounds like a baby crying, or it sounds like something inherently scary to your subconscious. I think violins actually technically are the baby crying thing. I think that's why violin stings happen so much in horror, because it triggers the part of your body that responds to danger, especially as it applies to young people, to infants. But I bet the door creak thing works on a similar principle. I wish my art comes out all right. Oh, maybe I shouldn't read it out loud. But Skyfi99, hoping the best for your wish. What are angel numbers? Everyone talks about them and I just pretend I understand. It's when 3 numbers, 3 of the same digit occur by coincidence or naturally in the regular world. So if it happened to be like 3:33 o'clock, that's an angel number. And some people of different belief systems think that there's some significance to that. And I'm getting distracted. But that you should make a wish at that time and it's more likely to come through. 11:11 is the big one, because there's 4 at that point. The shading, the darkness, the way that it... Very good. It's like an angel prophecy, but just dark and reversed. 2 Corinthians... Oh, hold on 1 second. That feels important. 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no wonder, for Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. And there it is. A very, very crucial Bible passage to explaining the main crux of the horror in Mandela Catalogue. not all angel numbers are 3 of the same numbers. Yeah, I think it could be more, but it's just them appearing in a pattern. If you or a loved one has recently been affected by the result of exposure to analog television and mirrors, contact your local authority immediately. Cool. Yeah. I love how aware of what's going on the police and like the places of authority in Mandela County seem to be, but at the same time they're not like, hey everyone, get out of here, move. They're just like, maybe get rid of your television and show your baby this creepy ass video, and don't call if you're in the police and someone calls about an alternate, let them die. Just, it's like, if we're this aware, why are we not doing anything about it? And I'm sure that there's some element of, have they been invaded? Like, are there alternates on the police force, on the higher up positions? Who's to say? I truly don't I don't know how, like, actually there, how oh my god, again, I can't find the right word. I don't know if alternates are capable of that level of thinking and planning, if they can truly, like, just be a person and just camouflage themselves in regular positions. But either way, the authority people in Mandela Catalogue, not helpful. Not helpful at all. But literally what's on screen, financial compensation will not be available. We're going to help you bare minimum so we look like we're doing it, but truly not helpful. Someone who wasn't raised religious, I don't really get the horror of demonic forces, but the aesthetic of the series goes so hard. That's a big part of it. And I honestly, after we get through Volume 1, I would love to talk about that at a greater deal, about the religious element of this, because I was raised religious, I'm no longer, but the imagery is really interesting in the way that it's used to instill fear and dread. Truly fascinating. We can talk about that in a second. Please don't give a fuck. They're too busy ticketing children for having unlicensed lemonade stands. Got a TV license. That's from the UK. Not here, probably. The idea that the authorities may have alternates with them controlling policy and such, I think that's really interesting. Hence the tempering of footage and such. I think, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the idea is, yeah, that makes sense. I think Volume 3 fully shows why the police don't do much in these situations. That's also true, that the police have tussled with the alternates probably more so than any other large group, and they're just like, fuck that. Classic police. They're like, fuck that. We don't want to help. We just want... Let's not get political. That's fine. Yeah, Joe's fine. The religious elements are strange to me too, but I also went to Catholic school, so kind of fascinating. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to understand every aspect of the Bible and every aspect of Christianity or Catholicism or whatever it is to understand that, like, something taking over, especially in a position of power, is scary, and that something manipulating or reinterpreting words that are seen as holy and devout, or not devout, divine and completely good, and utilizing that to prey on humanity is terrifying, and also attached to the idea of the devil's trickery, like, at large. The devil loves to play pranks. He loves to get you to do the evil thing. He doesn't want to do it hands-on, which is, again, why I think the alternates are so about, you know, making you kill yourself or making you give yourself up. They're trying to get into your head, because that's really, I think, the scariest part of interpretations of demons and hell and the arcane and infernal, is that it's not so much about them having complete power over you, it's about how they corrupt you, about how they change your perspective and turn you into something that you're not, and lead you away from goodness, from light, from the Lord, as it were. And I think that that's so much of the translation that maybe goes untalked about in Magnus Archives, in Mandela Catalogue, which is that, okay, sure, it's a great thematic and, like, storytelling element to just be like, oh yeah, what if angels were actually bad? What if we were tricked into believing in the wrong thing? But also, at the same time, it really does feed into classic, like, Christian power dynamics in the way that, you know, we talk about hell. And the reason I say power dynamic is because so much of the idea of, like, becoming Christian versus not, you know, belief versus not, is the idea that, you know, you are choosing heaven versus hell, and, you know, what you want to get after your life ends. And so the idea that that could be manipulated, that whatever higher power you're praying to could be something different than what you think, is terrifying. And that's why we get such a specific line like, what was I praying to? Or however it's phrased. But I think it's really interesting. We've got to get through Volume 1. Oh my god. What does everyone say? The religious elements are universal enough to make you a nerve at least. I'd love to stick around, but my brain's kind of scattered right now. I'm probably going to go down a wiki rabbit hole. Have fun with that. Thanks for joining the Transplague Doctor. Really enjoyed having you here. I have a very academic interest in religion. It's kind of an interesting dynamic with this kind of horror with me. Big fan. I'm on the same page. Have a good stream, everyone. Yeah, see you. Thank you. Have a good night, Plague 222. I guess demons are also culturally a huge sign of malicious trickery, so it works well regardless of religious knowledge. The knowledge just enhance the experience. Exactly. Makes me think of good omens. Take care, Plague. Okay, yeah. I think we're all on the same page. I just realized that I said the exact same thing Connor did. That's my bad. Oh, no, you don't have to worry about that. Please don't give a fuck. They're too busy. Yeah, no, you're... If you repeat what I say, that just makes me feel better about what I've said. So don't feel bad about that. Let's finish. Financial compensation will not be available. We're not paying you. If what? Wait, if what? Oh, if a loved one has been affected by exposure to demons, essentially. If you have any further questions in relation to the recently issued television and mirror destruction order, call the number below. Has anyone tried calling that number? I don't want to call it on stream, but it's always interesting. Season 1 finale exhibition. Okay! Let's just make sure there's not any more. I'm pretty sure it's just, yeah, it's just credits and stuff. Okay, so we did it. We got through Volume 1 of, I wanted to say Magnus Archives again. I know that's not correct. Of the Mandela Catalogue. A lot of fun there. Honestly, I feel like we started the majority of our discussion already. But everyone, if you feel like about it, have a little chat in the chat. We're gonna do a little bathroom break here, a little stretch break. I'm gonna go stand in front of my air conditioner, try to cool off a little bit, and we'll be back here in just a little bit. Honestly, we're making good time. We're an hour in. I guess this is gonna be a 5-hour stream, Christ. But anyway, I will be back in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that knob now. Don't touch that dial now. Whatever the quote is. Hope everyone's having fun, and I will be right back. Okay. Should have turned the Amore music back on, but I didn't, so oh well. Guess who's back? Literally every time that I leave my desk during a stream and then I come back, that song starts playing in my head. Guess who's back? Back again. Eminem, unsurprisingly, look at me, was like probably the first rapper I ever got into. Oh, by the way, did anyone listen to Tyler, the Creator's new album? That came out like this morning. It was great. I really enjoyed it. I don't know how everyone else feels about it, but I enjoyed it. Hopefully my mic is on so people know what I'm even fucking talking about, but yeah. What's everyone's talking about? I saw a couple things. Someone was talking about Gnosticism, I thought. Where'd that happen? Finished my homework right before dinner, so now it's time to speed crochet. That looks fun. I might learn to do that at some point. Finally caught alive. Hello, Owo Uwu. So I'm not laughing at you. I was like, I'm going to do an uwu here. And then I looked in the camera and was like, probably not. Probably actually not going to do that. Because the internet lasts forever, everybody. Never forget that. Okay, what is everyone talking about? Don't touch that dial. That sentence is permanently seen as a Deltarune reference. Oh! I need to play Deltarune. For one thing, I'm actually replaying Undertale right now to prepare for it because I really love Undertale and I just have given no attention to Deltarune. So if I enjoy it that much, maybe we'll get a video about it. Who knows? I don't think it's that horror related, but hey, I talk about stuff that's not horror sometimes. But I think I've been referencing PT. Wait, who is it? Hideo Kojima? No. Yes. Who made Death Stranding? Hideo Kojima? Pretty sure it's Kojima. Yeah. PT. We're like, don't touch that dial now from the radio. It's like, we're just getting started. PT. I get so mad anytime I think about PT because it was so good. And like, I love Death Stranding, but I really would have loved to see Silent Hills. With Norman Reedus, oh, I would have loved it. But anyway. Welcome, don't hang up that phone. God, I still need to play Deltarune. Thank you for the reminder. Again, yes, same here, thank you. I never considered the demiurge. Oh, God, I don't know enough about Gnosticism to know what we're talking about here. But interesting conversation, great. I don't know if this has been said, but at least for part one, I like how specifically screens and mirrors that are destroyed, it's how specifically screens and mirrors that are destroyed in the order. The only thing's able to reflect a person. Yes! Personhood and identity and the visual appearance of a person and the warping of that is such a hugely important theme into the Magnus. I keep doing that! It starts with an M. The Mandela Catalogue. I've always got Magnus Archives on the brain. Fucking A. But yeah, appearance is so important, and we obviously see it visually warped so much, but also, you know, how someone's behavior changes. Like when we listened to that phone call between, I guess, Mark Heathcliff and Cesar Torres, I think, there's a quality to, and you could say, oh, this is just the voice actor, just, you know, it might be how he naturally speaks, and that might be true. But even if that's the case, then it's good casting, because he speaks in a way that feels very flat and emotionless. He's literally reacting to his mom going to the hospital for unknown reasons because of potentially an alternate attack. He's very nonchalant, and he's very, again, flat and toneless. And in comparison to Mark Heathcliff, who might be the creator, I think that might be the case. It might be him as voice actor, might be his picture, either way, even if it's not. There's a difference. Like, it feels like maybe Mark just woke up, right? Like, it's late at night and he's being interrupted. But even if not, he still does have a better energy, a more human energy. Whereas Caesar's just like, yeah, hey, can you do this? Hey, man. Hey. You know, I just keep saying, hey. You know, can you make sure just to get the back hallway? Literally nothing to indicate that anything is happening, but that is the entirety of that conversation. Just really interesting to me. And I'm getting a little bit rambly here. I have been drinking on camera. I am of legal drinking age. I'm 22. But anyway, really interesting. Yeah, totally. And the screens and mirrors being broken, obviously, as a defense to that. It also is really interesting how much the authorities know and how little they're talking about it, which I guess is to be expected. Okay. Not sure what I want to do for the fan art contest. Any ideas? The fan art contest if you're talking about the most recent one, has just ended yesterday, and I'm going to start. I pretty much have already chosen the winners, but I've gotten so much great art, guys. It's awesome. But I need to come up with a prompt or theme for the next fan art contest. So if anyone has any ideas for that, feel free to send those my way. Or you can email me, or you can put it in the chat right now. I'll probably see it. Because holy shit, guys, if any of you in the chat sent me art, I've seen all of it. I haven't responded to all of it. I'm working on it. It's awesome. There's some really I knew there were talented writers because obviously I've been doing the writing competition. There are some crazy talented artists among my subscribers, and it's really like it feels. And also, like, added benefit, I got a couple people drew me. That's so flattering. That is so incredibly flattering, and especially to be drawn well. Either cutely, some people drew me in their style, which made me look better, let's be honest, or accurately. I was like, damn. Either way, so flattering. It's it means a lot, and so I'm very excited. I have to figure out how I'm going to format the video because I want to show off a lot of art, but I don't want it to be super long. But I'm really excited, and so I need to come up with a category for the next art competition. But anyway, oh my god, I'm never gonna fucking finish the stream. This stream's gonna go on forever. We'll see if we make it through the whole playlist. Death Stranding replace PT. Kind of. There's a chain of, you can follow a chain of events to get there. Kojima got, I think, laid off from the studio he was working with, and so then he formed Kojima Studios, or whatever it's called. It's the one that has like the guy in the skeleton in the spacesuit. I love it. And then Norman Reedus was supposed to be the protagonist of Silent Hills, but when Kojima got fired, that got scrapped, and so they ended up working on that project together, I think is the chain of events. One person's comfort is another's horror. I mean, that's also the theme of the Magnus Archives, to be fair. I don't remember what I said, but you're probably right. Horror comforts the disturbed and disturbs comforted. I love that. I do love that quote because it makes a lot of assumptions. We don't have to get into it, but I've heard that before, and I think it's funny. The M&A in McGrath's stands for Magnus Archives. This is what they don't want you to know. If that were true, I would tell everyone. So, hello, Mr. McGrath. First live stream. Very happy to be here. Hi, Cosmos. Thanks for joining. Sorry I'm rambling so much. I told myself I would get my thoughts out after we got through Volume 1, and also, I've been drinking a little bit, and that makes me very rambly. Okay. I love that quote. True that. Magnus Grath Archives. Yeah. I prefer to be called by my full name. My full name, Connor Magnus Grath Archives. Please. Connor Thomas whatever it was. My middle name is Thomas, if you didn't know that. Lore drop. Okay. Caesar has Dora the Explorer energy. Can you point to the doppelganger? Potentially. Aw. I submitted art. I'll be completely honest. I didn't expect to win because I powered through it in a day. Oh, are you one of the art submitters? Oh, shoot. I really need to organize my system better. And also, I probably shouldn't be doing this. But I bet I've seen it, and I bet I responded to it, too, because I tried to respond to most of it, unless it's new. But either way. Oh, wait. Oh. Wait, and I'm not going to show it on stream, I promise. Like, I'm not going to do that. But I just wanted to remind myself which one it was. Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, I remember this one. This is so good. Yes. Okay. Mooney, was that what your name? Mooner. Very cool. Very cool piece. And topical, I believe, if to what we were talking about here. Love horror, like your channel as well. Morgan's the one starting. Oh, I don't know if it was that specific, but no, it's great. I definitely have seen this. It's very cool. Did I respond to it? Doesn't look like it. Well, I'm responding to it now. I did see it, and it's definitely in the pile. Thank you for that. Very thoughtful. Very well done. Seeing the creativity of the community is always inspiring. That makes sense. Welcome, Cosmo. Thank you. I like Kojima because of the Metal Gear franchise. I can't stop quoting Rising. I need to play it. I just reacquired a PS5 because I'm breaking up with my roommate in that we're not living together anymore soon, and I got the PS5 in the divorce. He's like my best friend, so I kind of want to get Metal Gear on it because I played the demo for Snake Eater on my DS a long time ago, and I had so much fun with it, and I played it over and over and over and over. And so I definitely want to at least play that one. See if it was as good as that one demo made me feel. Okay. Hello, Connor. Thomas McGrath's Archives. First stream. It's an honor just hanging out for a bit before I go play video games. Well, hope you're still here. Hoping my rambling did not get you out. But thanks for joining the stream. Happy to have you here. What video games are you going to play? Watching the mother of all live streams here, Jack. Can't fret over every ramble. There. And Rising is genuinely hilarious. I feel like I've caught up with chat. Hell yeah. We can move on soon. The Quiet Horror video was the tipping point for getting me into MAG, and it's all me and my girlfriend talk about. Thanks for that, Lama. Every time I look at that Quiet Horror video, it blows my mind, because that I do honestly think it focus. I love that video. I spent a lot of time on that video, and I do think that video was what made me, the reception to it especially, was what made me want to really actually put effort into this channel. And so I have a lot of love for that video, and the best part of it is I get comments similar to that all the time, which are, you introduced me to the McGrath's Archives, I'm this far, I finished it, I'm obsessed with it, whatever. I'm like, that's exactly what I want from this channel. I'm not like, I mean, it really, I love that this is something I can do as a job and that it can make me money, but that's truly what I really love is, ooh, more people are listening to the McGrath's Archives. Ooh, maybe I can introduce a couple more people to Prey, a game that is truly top 5 for me. Every time I play it, I have such a good time. I can talk about whatever I want, and a specific demographic every time is like, oh, I love this. I can talk about Godzilla. I can talk about McGrath's Archives. I can talk about Little Nightmares. I can make 3 long-ass videos about Little Nightmares, and people respond to that, and that feels so great because I love them. I am so excited for Little Nightmares 3, which is like just in a couple months, right? Didn't we get a release date on that? Is that October? I will play it on stream. I'm going to play the whole thing on stream. I've known that for a while. But anyway, just I don't even remember where I was going, but I'm very thankful for a lot of this. So, thank you. Oh, I was talking about Quiet Horror. Yeah, good video, and I'm glad that you're into McGrath's Archives, truly. Deciding between a new Cyberpunk playthrough, I need to finish that, and a new RE7. Start with RE7, because love that game. Pretty short. You can get through it, 20 hours? Like, if you're playing thoroughly, and I don't know, maybe I play fast, or maybe I don't, but my roommate fucking sped run that game and he got it in 2.5 hours or something. He brags about that. Yeah, start with that, because Cyberpunk's way bigger. Okay. Ooh, the video made me feel very seen. There's a very specific feeling I get from horror that beforehand I didn't see many to talk about. Is it the comments? Oh, very nice, Casey. Thank you. Love Little Nightmares. October, yeah, October's great. Little Nightmares videos yesterday, and I'm so convinced I need to play now. If you haven't played it, even if my videos spoiled mostly everything, they're so fun. Because, I can talk about how intense it is being in a chase sequence or sneaking around carefully and, pulling off little escapes. But, playing it yourself, do it. They're great games. They're so well made. Do them in order, too. Or do them, if you believe in my timeline, which I think makes a lot of sense, play them in timeline. They're both fun whichever way. And just, there's nothing like hearing the music, too. I can't put those in my videos for copyright reasons, but oof. Definitely one of the people I've been watching the most this year. Right up there with Anthony Grimoglia. That name is familiar to me, but no one's coming to mind immediately, so I'll look that up in a second. Probably absolutely do. Starving for more Little Nightmares content. I am too. I'm gonna play it on stream, and then there will be a video adding to the analysis as soon as I get a handle on it, because I don't know what to expect. I have some theories already. One of them is that they will cast Six as a villain. I'm gonna mark it right here. If Six is a villain in Little Nightmares 3 in any context, I called it. That's all. I don't need anything more than that, but I called it. Little Nightmares soundtrack slaps. Yeah, but I'll make a video about it. Spent most of quarantine playing VR chat as Six from Little Nightmares and harass people. I feel that. Whether or not you're friendly with rats. No, retracted. Okay. All right. Okay. I've been rambling long enough. I've been chatting long enough. I'm very excited for plenty of stuff coming out soon, including the art competition video, which I will figure out how to put together. But let's get back into what we're actually doing on this stream. We are almost 2 hours in, and we've gotten through volume 1 of 5. So, volume 2. Is everyone ready? Volume 2. Wait, is Sounds of Nightmares getting a season 2? Is it? Okay, we'll talk about that later. Volume 2. Volume 2. Dusk. Wait, oh, I did talk about Dusk. Okay, anyway, here we go. Volume 2. I'm less hot now. I feel like it might be cooling down. Oh, it is. Nice. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Hold on. This is probably important. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Sorry. You didn't miss anything. I did not read who these people were. Sorry, I'm getting caught up in stream stuff. Adam Murray and Jonah Marshall, suspects possibly associated with the Bythorne Paranormal Society. $100,000 reward. That's a lot. Volume 2.
You've reached the Bythorne Paranormal Society. How may I help you?
Hello? May I schedule an appointment?
Of course, ma'am. Where's the location?
My home.
I love the theater kid ass line delivery.
Okay, thank you.
Not a bad thing, just a little camp, but
what you've been experiencing.
It's good.
I've been hearing things.
Like what, ma'am?
I still hear the meows of my old cat Johnny, but the little guy passed away a few years ago.
Really? A freaking cat alternate?
I don't think it's an alternate. I just think his soul roams the house still. I want to make sure he finds peace in whatever realm he resides in.
So, the female voice talking, we probably also are assuming, is an alternate, correct?
You think
Not
you
going to wait
could
for a
help
response.
guide
That's
him?
what I believe, because obviously what follows.
Certainly try, ma'am. When would you like us to visit?
Speaking of Ghost Cat, I hear
As soon
my
as
cat.
possible,
Is she behind the
please.
green screen?
When's your next opening?
Well,
there
we could
she's in
do
her little
tonight
bed.
if you want.
Can you do 3 nights? I'm away from home on a business trip. I'm sure this will give you enough time to deal with him.
Well...
How about 500 a night?
Oh,
yeah,
hell
alternate,
yeah.
alternate.
All right. Sounds like a plan. We will help your cat, ma'am.
Thank
Now
you
anytime
so
I get a
much.
bad
I
job
appreciate it
offer
more
on
than you
Indeed,
do
I'm
think.
like, this is alternate.
No
or it's like,
problem,
we'll pay you
ma'am.
$100,000 to sit at home and talk to people for 4 hours. I'm like, that's an alternate. They do sound pretty normal. It does miss the quality of like the dead thing that Caesar Torres had, but you know, maybe this one's just better.
We got anything we actually needed?
I would risk death by alternate for $500 a night. That's true. That's a lot of money. Like, now that I've been paying my own rent for
got anything left?
a couple of years or whatever it is, but no, like
You used
whatever.
everything already?
It would be good money. That's all I'm saying. I need to
Well, we don't
focus.
gotta worry about income anymore since we got this massive freaking payday, right?
Well, we got a couple options.
Which are?
We either one, ask someone to help start our car with the cables, or...
You only don't get the money if you die. But
yeah.
There's no real money on the table
It's
here.
broad daylight now, but it's not like anyone's gonna call the cops here.
Right.
And we'd be doing yet another delinquent act, but it's not like we aren't already on the run anyway.
$500 a night is so much. That would be so great. You can buy that sweatshirt if you want it. Welcome to Mandela County. You should not be here.
And who's to say that she's not even crazy? Who's to say she's not as high as I'm going to be in 30 minutes?
I would hope us, because the last thing I need is getting a weird house call from a stoned lady about a
From
dead
a
cat,
stoned
and then
lady.
there'd be nothing
Is it a
there.
stoned
Nothing,
lady?
no.
Because
Half of me thinks
because she
there
was
aren't
speaking
even
like an alternate.
alternates. And the mayor was just too stupid to just make that entire infographic.
Yeah, but then, like, why are we getting so many calls about alternates in the first place?
Well, maybe because maybe it's mass hysteria, right? Do you think this is the rise of the war on alternates?
The war on alternates.
We're just two guys driving.
This dude's like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're just two guys. The war on alternates? What the fuck are you saying? Some of this dialogue is pretty good. It's economy. If someone offered me $500 a night for 3 nights, there's very little I wouldn't do. $1,500 in 3 days. Not bad. Not bad.
Your destination in 10 minutes.
Holy shit, that's actually really useful.
I
mean, they didn't have to outlaw these things, did they? Like, I doubt that guy's face could appear on something like this and, you know, kill you. I don't know. No,
so everyone kind of knows what's going on. That's what's really interesting. And they're just very, again, nonchalant about it. They're like,
all we did was
acting like it's normal, but
get all this.
Anything can become normal as, you know, life goes to show.
Under the radar, right?
Even if it's insane.
The quiet kid.
People can live with anything. Municipal separation is terrifying. Sure. Is there an in-universe explanation why they're confined to certain counties? Yeah. I'm playing Balacho. Which deck should I play? Is it the Galaxy deck? The one with the space on it, where your most played hand always appears in your planet, in your planet pack polls, whatever they're called. Do that one. County divide. There's a fly in my room. This is why you don't open the window. Get the fuck out of here. I love a good flashlight. It's such a, it's literally a spotlight. You can focus people's attention on anything. Empty room with cat door. And again, it's a cliche, but just all the nothing surrounding it. Your mind you just wonder what's hiding.
There's one camera in there already, but it's one of those old ones with the tapes and stuff. It will record, but I won't be able to see it in real time. I'll just have to look at it afterwards.
Here, kitty.
Oh right, they still think it's a ghost cat.
You got peace here?
You look so stupid right now.
Dude, what am I supposed to do for a literal ghost cat?
A literal ghost cat.
What's it gonna do?
Not a figurative one.
Us to death?
I've
Like,
also been
what are we
watching
doing
Archer.
here?
Would you mind taking this seriously for once?
I mean, in the end, I don't really have to take that
Yeah,
seriously.
MX kit or mix kit. You raise a good point. Who do you really think someone's gonna pay $1,500 for a ghost cat? Someone who believes in ghost cats probably doesn't have $15 to blow.
I'm not.
$1,500 to blow.
I'm not.
I think the worst cliches are just the ones where it's executed poorly.
You seeing this?
Fair. Or an alternating cat.
The door.
Come here, kitty. Kitty. That's a little hint of what I actually sound like when I talk to my cat. Look at your baby. That's kind of what it is.
Do you have anything to, tear it down?
I hate having a baby voice, but I do.
It's fine. She's not gonna find out.
Anyways, moving on.
The only locked door in the house. Bet it won't stay that way.
Oh, you see anything in there?
I like the different
No,
audio qualities.
There was nothing besides that
Different
weird
cameras
kind of locked
recording it.
door. Not a meow, not a noise, nothing. See anything weird on the cameras at all?
Yeah, I'm scrolling through this. I don't think I see anything either.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that thing's just locked downstairs.
Yeah, the more, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, the more I look at this house, the more I really don't want to be in that.
I mean, I don't see anything. I think we're just kind of babysitting an empty house for 3 nights.
I mean, I think the best thing that can happen is we just leave now and then we say we were here the entire time. Because I'm looking at this house and I'm looking at this footage, and even though there's nothing too threatening about it, I don't like it. I really don't like it.
Every time I listen to
Really
Alter
just
Ego
an
by
empty
Dochi, I
house,
think
bro.
this series gives me Google.
Can you suck it up for 3 nights?
I love
Fuck
Dochi.
what?
I was thinking just how mundane the house itself looks for what you believe could be, and eventually confirm is inside. I just love that. You know, the idea of like, oh, it looked regular from the outside, but you never know the horror it held within. Also, it's a
Where'd that come from?
I think that came from the house, man. I really don't like this now.
I'm the opposite. This is kind of interesting.
I don't think you should go in there now.
I'm going back in. There's something deeper than a cat here.
Adam.
I think that's the problem.
I think it's fine. You're over. Realize what this could do for us?
Do what for us? We're already on the run. We don't need this attention again.
Do you like it or not? I'm going back in.
Adam, please.
It's too late. I've already made up my mind.
That's just my alternate. That's just my ego. The exposure to the cause. Oh wait, hold on. Evangelion quote right here. Exposure to the cause. Wait. The exposure to the causes a great increase in video corruption and deterioration. Oh, there's a word missing. I was like, why does this look like this? Interesting. The exposure to the whatever. 333 are angel numbers. We were talking about it earlier.
How did you die?
Cat.
Where are you from?
Cat dimension.
What year were you born in? Are you lost?
Am I coming through?
Loud and clear.
Jonah's just in the car.
Shut
Oh,
up.
that's so good. I love this though.
You see anything on the cameras?
Oh my god, behind you!
Dude, cut it out.
The same audio clip over and over is so good.
Oh my god, behind you!
Dude, seriously, stop.
Oh my god, behind you! Behind you! Behind you!
Dude, fucking quit!
I love that he's like, oh, this is clearly just Jonah making that glitch sound with his voice.
What are you saying exactly?
Roger!
Dude, that's not funny. What's not funny?
Take a tiny bite. God's probably not even looking. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, right. I forgot that the serpent walked on legs
I don't
before
know.
God was like,
It was
hey,
good, but
why'd you do that? No more legs for
I
you.
feel kind of scared.
Adam and Eve. I guess this is where I hit the hay. I was born in Portland, my esteemed gentlemen.
Follow my voice instead. You will find great happiness. Wake up, Adam. Do not make me wake the others.
The others.
Hey, I lost
I
visuals
realized
on
I've forgotten
Cam
some of the jump
3.
scares
You
for
think
this
you could check
series,
that
and
out?
so now I'm like, ooh. The atmosphere is working. Uh-oh. Whoa. Yeah, the voice saying, hey, trust me, I do what I say. Very trustworthy voice. Not disconcerting at all. WD-40. I do love this gimmick. Kind of gives me an Outlast vibe. It's such a good way to set up a jump scare. There are orbs. Fatal frame. Ooh. Open your eyes. That's good. That's a really... yeah, that's a good scene. Very intimidating. Knowing it's coming, everyone being quiet, knowing the protagonist is watching silently in fear. That frame always really got me because it looks a lot like the girl from The Grudge. It might even be modeled after her. Patients report multiple sleepless nights after their symptoms initially become apparent. It is not difficult to avoid, however, the patient must try to actively seek it out. So all of us, by watching this video, a lot of question marks. Adam, why didn't you come back? Adam, why didn't you come back to the car after you tried talking to it? Don't act like I don't know you stare at these stupid pictures all day. I know you're reading this. Look, man, I'm hungry, and I don't want to leave without you. I'm kind of worried. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're so busy doing in there. Just come out to the car and let's go get a pizza, then back home, please. I think this is a really fun way of doing this. Jonah, look. The locked door is open. I finally hear the cat. It's meowing. Call me on the radio and you can help me with this. Yeah, Jonah, run! Get out of there, Jonah. Nothing is worth the risk. That's a good one.
Just pick that up. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Don't. Just don't, okay? Please.
Oh, so now you're taking this seriously.
Dude, I don't know what you want from me. I'm a serious...
I don't know what you want from me. I do love the anime voice acting.
Huh? So you fucking with me was you being serious?
I get that I screw around sometimes, okay? But that's just what I do.
Well, maybe it shouldn't be.
Look, man, I'm just devastated that I'm not as broken as you still are with everything that's happened, and I'm sorry that I can't keep helping you carry this burden.
What does that have to do with anything?
But I'm reaching my fucking limit here. These things have taken so much away from us, yet you still run to them every chance you get.
No, I don't.
Fucking listen to me. You're not invincible, okay? I know you thought that when we started doing these fucking death marches. And nothing happened, and I get
This is a good delivery. I was making fun of it. It's a pretty good delivery.
And you should know that more than anybody.
What's that even supposed to mean?
I wish we never looked for your because she is dead and
sister,
gone, and we were never gonna
mother.
Get back.
What did you just fucking say to me?
And I'm sorry that these are the lives
One of
we
them,
lead
probably.
today. But Adam, if you walked down those stairs, you'd be joining her. And if by some
Adam and Jonah also
miracle,
both biblical names, obviously.
You come back out, I don't think you'd be yourself. And I'm telling you right now that I won't be here to confirm that.
Well, then just
Wait, okay, sorry, I know. Hold on.
fucking leave then! Leave!
I'm just thinking, this is probably dumb, but the two stories that Adam and Jonah would probably be based off are Adam and Eve, which obviously we got a clip from, and Jonah and the whale. And if I recall correctly, isn't the story of Jonah that he was supposed to do something for God, and instead of doing it as, God commanded, he ran away. He went to sea for some reason, and then he was swallowed by a whale for 3 days, potentially, if I remember that correctly. Something along those lines. And what we're seeing here is Jonah fearing something and running away, which leads me to believe that if my analysis is correct, he might be facing some consequences in the future for that, potentially entrapment. Was he the one who got trapped in his room? Because that could be it, but I might also know, was that Mark? I don't know, dude. Either way. And then Adam obviously taking a bite of the forbidden fruit. I assume that's why Adam is so curious when he's investigating this house, because, you know, I don't know if he's going against anyone's will. He's going against Jonah's will, at least, but he's letting curiosity get the best of him, and he's being tempted by this clearly demonic figure. You know, the serpent. Some people are like, oh, that's the devil, or that's a demon, or something. So, yeah, I bet that little analysis is correct. Tell me if I'm wrong. I was supposed to go to Sin City, but ran away on a boat and got thrown over a whale, swallowed it for 3 days. Yeah. I was Adam, I threw caution in the wind and go into the basement to the cat. It was Mark. Yeah, it was Mark. I just joined. What's going on? Sorry, I got caught in a... Thank you for joining Humanist Vampire, but I got caught in a little thought. I guess you could say curiosity killed the cat. Oh, and there's a cat in the basement. Yeah. I think we're on to something, chat. Okay, back to it. Sorry. Yeah, he's going to his city. What was the city? Either way, I feel like I was mostly right about it. I feel like that's probably what was intended here. A little bit of biblical symbolism. I love that reveal.
What are you?
Nineveh. That was the city. Ooh. Yeah. Some meows in the chat. Can we get some meows in the chat? Very creepy. What have you done?
I did the right thing.
Nobody is coming to help you.
Ugh.
Jonah?
In the complete dark, that would be so terrifying. I mean, if you were Adam.
Do you understand?
It's like talking to Bumblebee, but way scarier. You know how he cycles through radio stations for his voice? Nah, what if it was a demon, but he talked like Bumblebee? Of an edit where it's just old school MLG footage. Jerome. And Jonah's running straight into the mouth of a whale. Yeah, I'm literally the GPS. Literally while driving, potentially implying he was driving with his eyes closed. Yeah, Jonah left Adam behind because he was scared. And Adam was being an idiot, but it's a really interesting way to mix these two biblical stories of curiosity killing the cat and fear being one's downfall. Or anyway, Volume 2, we did it. Is there any more? I think there's... Yeah, no, next we've got number 333, which is a longer one, so I'll take a second to chat before we lock in for that. But Volume 2 is a really good... The first one is so good because it's enigmatic and you're not told much and you have very little to work off of. Volume 2 is a good story, and as much as I ragged on some of these guys, the voice acting in the end does really work for for the story they're telling, and it sets up a lot for what's about to come next. Because I remember volume 333 a lot, and that's where we start to get into, if I remember correctly, I know, but the police stuff, I believe, and we get to some better views of alternates, which, is it effective? Who's to say? But we're seeing the vision unfold a little bit. I will say there are some live action portions that we get in, I think, 333 that kind of break immersion a little bit for me, because they feel a lot like just a set on a, you know, low budget kind of thing, which is what it is, but it doesn't take away from, I think, the larger story. And obviously there are some really great scares in the first two and the one that's coming up that we'll be able to enjoy in a little bit here. Okay, what's everyone saying? He left Adam behind. He did. I can't really blame Jonah, but Demon's going to be evil and stuff. Yeah, to be fair, I would do what Jonah did because, God, Adam was stupid. Yeah, Adam was just... They knew about the alternates. That's the thing, is that they had been told... They had enough information. They knew the word alternate. And so they truly... Wait... Are the actors' names actually Adam and Jonah? Because if that's the case, and all of the other stuff I've been talking about is a coincidence, hilarious. Maybe it was written around that fact, but Adam Murray and Jonah Marshall. Oh, wait. No, I'm dumb. No, wait. I literally see the way. No, Ty Osborne is Adam Murray. Okay. It was intentional. I'm just stupid. Okay. Dumb. Yeah, dumb. Okay, cool. Anyway, 3 is not my favorite, but it does some interesting stuff. So Adam died because he had too little fear, and Jonah died because he had too much. I'm starting to think the alternates are kind of mean. Yeah. I think that's a big part of it. I think that's kind of the whole thing, is that they're just trying to get to you. They represent pure evil, pure maliciousness. Adam didn't die. Oh yeah, I don't think Adam technically dies. Did Jonah die? Hold on, did I miss that? Let me make sure. Because he pulls over and he screams, implying that he was getting killed there, because because I guess the alternate came through the GPS, which is crazy. It's like Samara from The Ring. Demons tend to be pretty mean. You know, the actors, Ty and Gabriel. Having seen further in, Adam was making a very uncalculated risk that paid off. I guess we'll find out what that means. The biblical stuff is all very intentional. Okay, good. Yeah, I thought so. I just had a dumb moment. Christ. Okay, as someone who isn't religious, the fact that they are religious allegories didn't hit until you mentioned it, and makes it so much more interesting. Okay, so at least I can help someone with that and not look like a complete fool. Please, what is the relationship between the Intruder and Gabriel? I think Gabriel's just one of the voice actors. Is that the thing? Or no, wait, no, the Gabriel, the other, I don't know. They could be. I tend to think of the Gabriel that we're seeing, the alternate version, as kind of like a leader figure who's maybe involved in some things, but like a lot of the other alternates we've been seeing are just kind of I don't want to say grunts because that doesn't feel accurate, but like they don't represent something to such a scale that Gabriel does. I think he's worth paying more attention to, if I'm being completely honest. I could be totally wrong about that, and I also could be describing it poorly, but I think Jonah died because didn't he get into a car crash? Maybe he did. I truly might have missed that. We will find out, depending on whether or not Jonah shows back up. Jonah was killed as confirmed by Alex. Okay, well that seems good enough. He was killed by one of the alternates. Yeah, I get back in time for 3. He's outside the car getting killed. Yeah, okay. I think that's kind of the way that I was understanding it. I think Gabriel is the big hoss of the alternates. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, I'll give everyone like one more second of break. I need to drink some water here. Turn on my fan for a second. It's not as hot, but still. I think Gabriel is maybe kind of an origin figure for the alternates, or just a way to tie the idea on some of the Williams. Yeah, and I mean, I think the other idea is that, I'm going to be real with you, I don't remember what, I think he's an archangel. Gabriel represents in the Bible itself, but I believe he's a bigger figure. That probably goes to show how much I have forgotten about Christianity. But I think it's just the idea that someone who is so cherished, that people are so devoted to, could be taken over by someone evil. Maybe the devil. I think Wendigoon might have implied it was the devil. Could be just a non-specific. But it also, I think one of the big things is that the demons are, you're not, or whatever they are, the alternates. One of the things they say is avoid religion and philosophy. And I think it has to do with it being like symbology, like these larger figures, something that you devote your trust to, where like it doesn't even have to be necessarily religious, which is why they include philosophy, where people can be like, oh, you know, I don't even know any of the good, Socrates, no, one of them, but it's something to devote yourself to, something that holds the deepest connection. And so that's probably the iconography that's the easiest to latch onto. Holy shit, the iconography that is the easiest to latch onto. And Christianity is pretty huge across the globe at this point, and so it makes sense to latch onto one of those figures as like a good starting out point. So I do think truly it probably has to do primarily with the things that humans put their trust into, and how much of the element of betrayal probably plays into how they feed off of and eventually, take over these specific people. I think that's it. I've been rambling again. Gabriel's the messenger of God. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, he tells Mary that she's yeah, I literally did that scene, obviously. Fake Gabriel is a messenger as well. Yeah, that's so good. Apology, the devil's a fallen angel. Could Gabriel also be a fallen angel? Potentially that could be it. Just this was an interpretation of the Bible where different figures fell or gave in to different sins, I guess. Gabriel told Moses. It's also the very thing about how the time period was very long ago, which might also be a way how alternates have hid throughout human history. I think that also makes a lot of sense. If they are not a newer thing happening, if they have been here for longer, then it could be like these classic biblical stories, as we are aware of them, are being corrupted in a more symbolic way. Whatever that means. Or it could just be they corrupted it, and people who are, again, very nonchalant in this universe were just kind of like, regular video. I'm going to show that to a kid. Seems appropriate. They won't have nightmares because of that. I think Gabriel might be a devil imitating an angel. Yeah. Whatever Gabriel is, it could be the devil imitating, it could be another demon, it could be just a non-specific evil figure that's latching onto the symbology of religion. Whatever the case, I do think it is definitely a wolf in sheep's clothing thing, which is why, and I don't remember where it comes in. Maybe it comes in Volume 3 and I just forgot, but the who am I praying to is like such a big line. And maybe it just got removed. I don't think that's the case, though. It might just be in Volume 3 and I forgot. Where, see, heaven went the way of Mandela County, the alternates have taken over upstairs, and that's how they've corrupted religion. Okay, yeah, so there was some kind of, there have been wars waged against heaven or between the forces of heaven and hell, biblically. And this is just an interpretation where maybe hell won one time. And it all worked out for them. Something was usurped religion in this world, then what has God been doing? Potentially he was overthrown. Overthrown is literally the name of the first video in the series, even though I think it's spelled differently. I could be wrong. There was an alternate on Noah's Ark too. Yeah, that was a fun implication. Maybe the real devil was the friends we made along the way. Maybe it was. I'm gonna pour a little bit more liquor into my cup. That's how my girlfriend says the word liquor. I think she's doing a Beyonce impression. So I'm doing an impression of my girlfriend doing a Beyonce impression. I remember seeing something in the videos Overthrown where it shows a desert, and there's a story where the devil kept trying to tempt Jesus in the desert, so maybe the devil successfully tricked him. That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Evil Jesus. Jevilsus. No, not that. Okay, yeah, that's probably it. I think the spelling of Overthrown is meant to be the thing about the throne of God being usurped. Yeah, I think that's probably what's being alluded to. Do we feel ready for Volume 3? How's everyone feeling? I'll turn off my fan here. I can't believe that people watch me. Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking out of my ass, but hey, it's a good conversation. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Some people love Volume 3. I'm into it. Let's get into it. Volume 333. Oh, it's shorter than I thought.
It's okay. It's okay. What's wrong, honey? Everything's gonna be okay. There's no need to cry.
Obviously 3D modeled crib.
Hey, what's up?
You started crying again. At the same time, I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry, I just don't know how to help you anymore. Are you absolutely sure it's not the...
No, I keep telling you, it's not. I've had it unplugged for weeks now.
Divorce.
I mean, I guess I can come over and help you figure it out.
Is this person
Are you free tomorrow
hearing
night?
something imitating
Tomorrow night?
her baby who
You promise you'll
died,
actually come
probably?
over this time?
Is that what's happening?
He's still your child too, you know.
I swear to God, Lynn, if this is just an imaginary friend or something, I'm gonna lose it.
What do you mean? Do you realize how young he is?
Okay, people are saying 5 is peak horror. I don't even know if I got to 4.
It'd be so overpopulated, there'll all be wars. All nuclear explosions and everything.
So I just tend to today's chores and let the good Lord worry about tomorrow.
What about us?
We'll always have Paris. Speed hundreds of telephone calls
I don't think I've
as
seen
well
the
as
whole
television
series.
programs.
I fell off at some point. It's a good intro. Builds tension really well. I've never seen Casablanca. I don't understand any of the references. I should probably move myself down a little lower. Also, subtitles are on, but we're not getting
Nothing
anything.
but
Oh, there we go.
enlightening, to say the least. I learned a lot about myself, and I hope my colleagues in this room have learned just as much about me as well. I will never stand down for my base values, no matter how far up the ladder I go. While I may not be the most bespoken type, I protect and serve my city with pride, and I'm grateful to be rewarded as such. Thank you all.
I think that's a really clever way of doing it, to just take real police footage, just make it very hard to see, just record over it. It works. It works well. It works better than some of the 3D stuff we get.
Take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Good evening, officer. One of our students, Mark Heathcliff, he's been absent for the past couple days without any reason, no phone calls from parents, no doctor's excuse, and we don't have any apparent emergency contacts on file for him. If you could have someone pay a visit to 3 Avenue and make sure everything's all right, it would be much appreciated. Oh, and if someone could try to get the contact info for whoever answers the door, that would be much appreciated. Thank you, and have a nice night.
W's for Thatcher. The clouds drifting over the house. I use that house for my thumbnail because it's a good picture. Ooh, I bet his address was 333. It was censored, I think, but I bet it was. It might tell us. I don't
Police,
remember.
open the door.
You got a warrant? Heathcliff altercation evidence reel. Yeah, the lights are good. Lights are very handy.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
It feels morbid to say, but I feel like you would need a bigger sensor bar if someone shot themselves in the head. I could be wrong about that, but so I guess we're assuming the detective is holding the camera here, and it's not body cam footage because it's very clear that he's only doing most of this stuff with one hand. Okay, yeah, this is the scene I was thinking of. It is just in this. Yeah, it wasn't removed. Not gonna lie, the image with the white background and the gun in hand is so goofy. It's a little goofy because it's like this dude shot himself in the head and died with the gun in his hand, and this white bed is barely stained, and it's just a little unbelievable. And I think that's why some of the live action is a little harder for me to get into for Mandela Catalogue, but that doesn't, I don't let that take it away from me. Oh, we got Kai in the chat. Hell yeah, welcome Kai. Good evening, Connor. Good evening, chat. What are we doing tonight? We are watching the Mandela Catalogue. We are on volume 333 right now. We've just learned about the death of Mark Heathcliff, who shot himself, and we were discussing how effective some of the imagery used was. This is Mark, right? Yeah. Maybe the movie. Wait, is there a Mandela Catalogue movie coming out? Am I an idiot? Handgun. Reassurances. Oh, there is a movie coming out? Oh, that's exciting. Who's making it? Is it an official project, or is it like a AAA project, like Backrooms, or not so much the collateral damage to the head being blown apart and such depends on the caliber of the bullet, marking 9mm with whole shotguns. Well, Animatrix, you speak with enough certainty that I believe you, so maybe you're right. I should ask my brother about it. He knows a lot about guns. He's trying to start a YouTube channel about it, except he doesn't post because I don't know. Yeah, maybe Alex gets there. Okay, cool. Well, I'm excited to see what a full Mandela Catalogue movie looks like. Especially if he has a larger budget and he's working with more people. It could be really cool. By the way, this is horrifying. What's happening? Oh, you made an update 2 weeks ago as a community post. Yeah, I realized I wasn't subscribed when I was getting this video ready, so I subscribed. I always feel bad about that. Sometimes I just forget.
No. I am not going away.
Do we choose to believe that the entity is affecting the recording device, or do we choose to believe that that's literally what the entity sounds like? Because I prefer the latter. I think it's scarier if we think the entity, for whatever reason, its own voice is skipping, and it's not something affecting the recording. But then again, other stuff does affect other media in this series, so I'm not sure. Oh, Kai, you've never watched any Mandela Catalogue. You're starting in the middle here a little bit. But, you know, it's hard to understand, so you might still be able to have fun with it. Watch a lot of video essays, though. Yeah, the alternate's voice is doing it. Maybe it is both, because it's just mimicking different sounds and voices. Yeah. And then it does multiple voices all at once. That's terrifying. Yeah, I choose to imagine that that is just one entity opening its mouth and just a bunch of voices coming out. There's a dog barking outside. Can y'all hear that? God loves me unconditionally. Always remember that no matter the circumstance. God loves all of us simply because he has chosen to do so. He loves me when no one else loves me. I am at peace. There's literally a dog barking outside. Is there a demon outside? Oh shit, my headphones. No. Today is the day that I need God's love more than anything. I am alone and need to feel the warmth of his love and reassurance. I know to religious people that this is the part of the series that is most effective, which I can understand. You know, belief plays such a heavy role in it. My Lord, I am afraid. I beg for your love and protection against evil. I have to... The cops never came for me. Oh, shit, hold on. The cops never came for me. Whoever is I have to something. I have no choice anymore. That's what it says. The cops never came for me. Nobody came for me. Whoever is reading this, please stop it before it does this to anyone else. Who have I been praying to all this time? What have I been praying to all this time? Who have I been praying to all this time? I do love that there's a final terrifying revelation right before the end. Because the horrifying element is, I mean, obviously if you kill yourself in the Christian faith, that's not good, but under whatever context, my eyes are wide open. You have nothing to hold on to when the last thing you realize is that you've been praying to something that's been lying to you. So even at the very end, what can you take comfort in? It's just very scary. This brick wall, this clip art, it's a little funny. I love religious horror specifically this way. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't need to be heavy-handed, but like the imagery is still so powerful. Viewing only intended for Mr. Davis. Was it Thatcher Davis, or was it Thatcher something else? Davis has been mentioned before, though.
Mr. Davis.
Dave Lee.
I understand that you
not at all Alex Kister again.
To recover the contents of all of the tapes that you sent in, along with your request note. I was only able to recover maybe about 2 minutes from one of them. I'll be copying my recording of it onto this one right after
Thatcher
this.
Davis, yeah.
I mean, I hope this helps you with the rest of your investigation. If you need any more help, you can call me back or just send me another letter, and I'll be waiting a response.
It's so cool that the visual aesthetics are actually related to a line that happens later on. Oh, I'll have to keep my eyes open for that. The might of the subconscious, or the night. Might be the night.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, this is the Sesame Street thing, right?
Oh, hello. Now, you may be thinking, who is this voice speaking to me through my television set?
This is very unsettling.
Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Stanley. It is very nice to meet you.
Hi, Stanley.
Consider me a friend, because I might consider you one too. I like having friends. How many friends do you have?
Like 4. Oh.
Would you like to know a secret of
I have
mine?
more than 4 friends. I shouldn't say that.
I can make friends appear out of thin air.
Really? That's
what was that?
Cool. How?
You want to know how?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you.
Please.
But you have to promise me that I am one of your friends first.
Okay, I promise.
Great.
Thanks.
First, we must consider what makes up a good friend. What do they sound like? What do they look like? What colored eyes do they have?
Black.
Always
Black
remember
eyes.
the most important rule. If there is a new friend that lives in your head, it is best.
I didn't hear the rule!
They're just as scared as you are.
I don't think that's true.
Okay. Have a friend in mind?
Everyone have a friend in mind? I do.
Great. I think it's time to meet your new friend. Now just close your eyes and think really hard about your new friend. Can you keep an even bigger secret?
Yeah.
I think it worked. Your new friend is somewhere in your house.
Oh.
Now it's up to you to go and find them.
Thatcher Davis. Diva.
911, what's the emergency? Please, you gotta help me. There's someone in my house.
I think it is kind of like a tulpa, yeah.
I don't even know what they got inside. I could make noise and wake those locked from mine. Alright, just calm down. Okay?
Sir.
We'll get this figured out.
Sir.
Just need to stay quiet.
Calm
Are you
down.
writing?
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. Does this person have a
That's
weapon?
just aura fire. Yeah, look at him. Jawline.
I can't tell. Is this person threatening you or your family? No, he just stands in the corner. He's not taking anything. He's just standing there. I think my wife is hurt. I don't know what to do. It's gonna be fine. You just need to calm down. I don't want to look at his face again. Okay. Alright, does this man resemble anyone you know by chance? No.
Thatcher speaks like Leon
I've never
Kennedy.
seen anyone in my life.
Yeah, that's a big reveal, though.
Anything like him. It can't be right. That doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't look like anyone he's ever seen before.
Sending over one
They're
of
doing
the
new
officers.
people now.
Don't hang up, okay?
Ruth.
I just got a 10:15. I'm heading over to the place now.
Damn it. Okay.
Is that a Deftones album?
What? Did you get a similar
As
call?
Kai said, Deftones.
I believe we got a home intruder. I apologize for the
Or
silence.
I guess Demacaris said
address?
Thatcher looks like an album cover. A little bit. It looks like Deftones to me.
Sir,
Thatcher, I'm gonna need some backup here.
what are you talking about? Where's the others?
The officer that was already checking out the place just pussied out.
Jesus. Okay. Bruce, what's the address?
I'm getting too distracted by chat. I need to actually watch what's happening. Even though there are 2 screens on my other monitor that show me. Oh yeah, where's the corpse? Nothing of interest came out of the automated camera setup. We'll need to resort to an in-home inspection with Weaver as soon as possible. Thatcher Davis. Investigation log 02.
You see anything?
Negative.
You hear that, right?
I think we're in CGI land. It's not terrible, but you can tell the difference.
Just stay behind me, okay?
Sound design again really helps. Feels very intentional.
No, Weaver, we don't, because everyone else fucking left. Sorry. 10:56.
Something's fucking up the camera. Shit. Camera's down, Weaver.
I thought the light was Slenderman's face for a second. No, that's Sayori. I don't mind when the CGI isn't as convincing because I think it adds to an element of surreality. Okay. I can understand that. Actually, if the alternate intentionally made itself less human to not trigger the uncanny valley, it could have done to trick kids into letting it into the home. Yeah.
Identify yourself. Identify yourself. This is a police investigation. I need you to identify yourself.
I love how long it takes for anyone to realize they are clearly hearing like a recording being given back to them. They're like, oh, why are you just saying whatever I'm saying? Literally, it's the same clip.
What do you want?
Ugh. Sound of footsteps running towards the camera. That's... singing Amazing Grace. Oh.
Ruth, if you're still in there, I'm gonna find help.
And Thatcher makes the correct decision to run the fuck away. He's like, I'm going for backup. I might get up, but he's the fuck out of there. That's the correct response to any alternate situation as far as I'm concerned. Just leave. Just stop. And I feel like the police know that. It's crazy that this is technically the cause of the Amazing Grace meme. Oh, is that a meme I don't know about? Unfortunately, it's worse than what Jonah did in a way. Yeah, because it wasn't that like Ruth was being like stupidly curious. She was trying to do her duty as like a public defender and as a good person, and he ran away leaving her to die. Whereas Jonah and Adam, it was a little bit more like, I don't know what's happening, but I feel like he was given ample warning.
Requesting assistance from available Bythorne units.
What about gun? Is that a good response? Overwhelming firepower. They do mention that in the early parts of the series, like there's holding a gun up, the shotgun. But I think the psychological element is that it's more likely that the alternate will get you to use it on yourself before you can use it on it. It'll convince you it's too strong, or it'll dig into something that is just too personal for you. But I think that's part of kind of the horror, is that they're psychological beings, even though they can kill, I guess.
Identify yourself. Lieutenant Thatcher Davis, MCPD. 1018, requesting assistance from available worksheet units.
Yeah, emotional warfare. That's right. But one of them did kill Jonah, I think. So they can manifest physically. I think that at some point we learned there might be like certain levels of ability. Oh, right, the leftover casings, yeah. Didn't those casings look too big for the gun he was using? Maybe I'm an idiot, but either way. Maybe it was just the perspective we had on them. Which one's the E1M1? I don't remember how it goes, but yeah, fucking Doom. Love it. But see, this is what would be happening while the Slayer was like in a sarcophagus or up on Mars. That's when the demons get here, and then he comes and he clears them out. But they have to get here first. Oh, the concept of tears were scrapped. Interesting. This shot's pretty interesting. it does give like a kind of puppet energy.
Mommy? Wanna be my best friend? He likes to hide, but he wants to meet you. I want to play with him in the TV.
Stop or I'll shoot!
And he's definitely like kind of in the Jesus pose too, you know. Bad decision, Thatcher. See, I don't know. There's not enough room for the two of us, Lieutenant. It's a little goofy. My suspension of disbelief breaks a little bit there. But something like this is a lot better, though. Show me a lot less, especially when it looks like this. That's not bad. That's pretty good. The face was Ruth's, wasn't it? Yeah. I think that's volume 3. Pretty sure that's it. There it is. All right. So what did we think, everybody? I know that's some of our favorite, or some of your favorite seasons so far. I think it's interesting. It's got a couple good parts, a couple bad parts. Not bad parts, I don't know what to say, but a couple of parts that break a little bit of the tension. I don't know. Sad to see you go. Okay. Send this gift to my friends a lot, at least not that one. I don't think the alternate's effectively guns. Took me way too long to realize, but the alternate using its hands to shape its face into a smile implies that they mold their bodies like clay to mimic people. Yeah. And again, I think that might be true, but I also think that it might just be they do whatever to scare you, to terrify you. And so, you know, I think when you're hearing the creature outside of Jonah's, or Mark's door, and it's going through a bunch of different voices, I don't think it necessarily is changing the way it looks or sculpting itself. I think it's just doing shit to be scary. And maybe it's also like trying to learn somehow. I think that could also potentially be an element of it. But, you know, maybe it does mold his face like that. Or maybe it just wants to fucking show distortion. Magasaka's reference, there's one. Show distortion and just play with itself in a more visceral way. I don't know. But at the same time, that could totally be how it happens, in which case, that's horrifying by itself. Let's get me bigger now that I'm talking more. Some of it is a little too goofy and it takes me out. Some of it, yeah. I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I might have seen Volume 4. And I think maybe that's the live action I was thinking about. Because there's like a scene where like someone's working in a video store, I think. And it just looks very fake. I'll know it when I see it. And maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I'm pretty sure it's this. But again, I don't think it takes away from the larger experience of watching it. It's definitely noticeable, but it's not the end of the world. I like it a lot, but mainly because it kicks off the story on Thatcher's end. Volume 5 gave me some nightmares for a bit. People are really talking about Volume 5, which I know I haven't seen, so I'm excited to see if that gets to me. Might get some real jumps, some little spooks out of me. Yeah, for sure, but it still creeps me out. I got stuff to do, so I'm going to have to hop off the stream for now. Bye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you for joining Humanist Vampire. Very fun having you here. Thank you. The alternate's end goal is literally just to rage bait you to death. I think that's accurate. Okay. Let's do a little break, everyone. I'm going to be back in just a couple minutes. I'll walk around for a second, stretch my legs, and we'll get right into Volume 4. Woo! Okay. Here, let me play some Amori music. you know who else has returned? Little kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Hello. It's probably like, stop it. Back again. Shady's back. Kitty, little baby. Comfortable for her, so you can still see her there. No, I don't think she likes this position. Okay. He's just a sweet baby. Is my cat an alternate? Not as far as I know. If it is an alternate, it's not doing a very good job of scaring me. Although sometimes when I am almost asleep, she jumps on me out of nowhere. It does startle me a little bit, but not enough to like kill myself about it. So I don't know. Oh, thank you for all this. Yes, I'm petting it for you, Jerome. Thanks to that one person. Did someone go to sleep? Scullavander had to go to sleep. Good night. Thanks for joining. You might have already left, but good night if you ever watch this part. Kitty, really a freaking cat alternate. That sweet baby. There's yelling outside. Oh, Boulder Man. You also got the Amore music playing. Let me listen. What are you guys listening to? Oh, is the music a bit loud? I'll turn it down. Oh, it's like the space music, I think. Everyone see my Amore tattoo? I'll get back to my Amore stream at some point. I don't know why it's taking me so long, but... Oh yeah, we're definitely in space. This is, I think it's called I Will Catch Up. That's what the video that I've got queued up is telling me, so... Hopefully that's quiet enough. But, no more Amore music. Cut off. We're done with that now. Because we've got a couple little interlude videos, and then we got to get to volume 4, which is 40 minutes. So, should we start it or should we save it? Should we start it or should we save it? Should we cut it after these next two videos? We'll do Every Day Gets Brighter and Interlude, and then we'll be done. Or should we try to power through and watch volume 4? What do we think? What do we think? We can come back with fresh eyes, or we can power through. I'm waiting. It is a little late for me. I'd be down for a 2-part stream. Start it. Volume 4 has a lot of lore revelations. Do what's best for your health. Fresh eyes would be best. Oh, it's a little bit of a split chat. Wait, can you do a poll? I think there's a way to do a poll. How do I do a poll? Is there a way to do a poll? Engage with you. Start a poll. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm writing out the poll for us. I maybe turned off the Amore music too early. Alright. Everyone vote. Democracy in action. Okay, so yes means that we'll do the next two videos and then we'll call it for the night. No means we just keep powering through. Would you consider watching the Interloper series? I would consider watching all kinds of series. I need to look into it to make sure it's appropriate for stream, but otherwise... Probably. Democracy Manifest. Perfect place to stop. It's literally called Interlude. That's true. That's true. A 2-parter isn't a bad idea. I think we might be leaning towards cutting it off pretty soon. I think that's probably for the best. I definitely am tired. It's been a long day for me. How you doing over there, kitty? Give everyone a last chance to vote, but we're at 69% for yes. And so it feels like that's maybe the move. We'll watch these next two. We'll engage with it. Oh shoot, voted wrong, needed to vote yes. Alright. We'll call it. I guess look, last chance for democracy to go. Couple more seconds for everyone. Oh, it's getting more yes. Oh, it's going back and forth. Oh. Well, I don't know if you guys can see the poll. I don't know if I need to be narrating it, but okay. We're going to call it there. We're going to do Every Day Gets Brighter and Interlude, and then I will... You know what? What do I got going on tomorrow? What's going on? What's tomorrow? I bet... Let's finish tomorrow night, if that works for everyone. We'll do the next two videos, and then we'll finish tomorrow night. 2-part stream, 2-night special. Does that sound fair? People have spoken. Okay. Alright. We'll try. I did that for a while. I was just watching chat. I don't even know what face I was making. It looks good in the replay. Late tomorrow night. I don't want to miss finals. What's a good time for me? I'm Mountain Standard Time, so I'll have to translate whatever time you guys think. But would you prefer? Just give it to me this way. Would you prefer I started earlier than I started today, which was 6 for me, or later than I started today? What would be better for everyone? Because I can sleep in tomorrow and then just do it later. I love democracy. I don't want to make all these decisions myself. You guys tell me what to do. Don't make me make a poll about it. Don't make me make it official. Like maybe an hour later. Getty right. Is everyone else cool with that? I'm trying to wrangle the chat. I'll just speak. I think like an hour is good for everyone. Fine by me. I'm fine with whatever. Cool. All right, cool. Then I'll do it around, I'd actually prefer later too, if that's all right. The time you started today worked real good for me personally. Later would be cool though. I personally don't care. Time zones are close enough. All right, cool. I'll aim for 7 tomorrow. But before that, we've still got 2 more videos to watch. Because I want to have fresh eyes for 4 and 5, especially because people are telling me that 5 is allegedly going to scare me, which is exciting. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Personally don't care. Time zones are close enough. Casey was outvoted. I'm sorry, Casey. Or Cassie. I think it's probably Casey, though. So, apologies nonetheless. Well, I'll catch the edited version. I shall endeavor to make it on General Mountain. Wait, what did she have to... I feel so dumb sometimes. Greenwich Mean Time. Oh. So, damn! It's the middle of the night for you. I'm sorry. That really does... Yeah, that does suck. Apologies for that. But thanks for joining. Wow. Means a lot. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, I'll try not to keep you up for much longer. Let's move on to Every Day Gets Brighter. Bam. Bow. Bang. And make myself smaller. Move me out of the way. Okay. Are you ever going to do a sequel to the Yume Nikki stream? Oh, maybe. I remember talking about that. I did forget. Maybe. If that's... I bet... I need to look more into it. Yeah, at some point. I'll try to hold me to that. Commented on videos and stuff and remind me about it. I just wanted to look more into it because I was curious, but... I would be interested in doing a little bit of a deeper dive on that. I would need to have people who knew about it to help me, so I'd probably advertise it well in advance so that people who know about Yume Nikki can walk me through it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, powering through for Casey. This one's for you, Casey. Every Day Gets Brighter. turn the desktop audio up a little bit more. Tell me if it's too loud. Thoughts about the ordeal?
Stop till I've taken everything. Everything I loved. Everything I cared about is gone. I'm scared. But I can't show it. I can't show any fucking weakness, because if I act human, if I act like this is fucking bothering me, they're gonna lose hope. Everyone's gonna blame me for this. Everyone doesn't know what to do. No one knows what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I can't be the man everyone wants me to be.
We're really diving into his character.
I'm tired.
It's very important.
I feel like I haven't slept in so long. And nobody knows what we're doing.
There's a lot of shells
All these
there.
missing people. And they blame us for not finding them, but we don't know where the fuck they went. They don't realize that we're in the same fucking boat as they are. That thing took something from me. I feel different. Seeing a perfect copy of you just walk away. Back out into the world.
He seems pretty vulnerable.
No one's telling me what's going on.
And yet he hasn't been killed by an alternate yet, so... Is it because his will is too strong?
I'm alive. But part of me doesn't want to be.
Oh. Cool. I think that's a good little short burst. Tells you a couple things. Tells you he's alive. Tells you he's scared but determined. And it shows a passage of time too, which it's really interesting. It feels like the way that the alternates have been characterized, they'd be pretty ruthless, especially against someone who, one, they'd encountered before, and two, was clearly in a pretty bad mental state. And so the fact that he's still alive is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. The only hard part of getting human Nick is you need a guide for a bit of summary obsession to talk about the actual series. Okay, I think that's why I love it so much. You get lost in this many things just about walking around. It's actually clever with the part of me that doesn't want to be also Cool. Yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting stuff there, and we'll see how it all pays off probably tomorrow. But let's see what this interlude is all about. We're almost out, Lizzie. Out, Lizard. I give you a nickname, I guess, Lizzie. Lizard on the web. Mandela County population trend report. Population has gone down by a lot. Shit. People are moving away or dying, but either way, Bythorne Paranormal Society. Hey Adam, I got access to more of those MCPD files, and they're pretty recent too. I don't have time to watch them since I'm busy, but let me know what you think. See you soon, Sarah. I think I'm starting to remember stuff about Volume 4. I'm pretty sure I watched Volume 4. Thank you, sir! Thank you for your service, sir! Okay. Sorry, that got triggered in me by the sight of my flag. An unforeseen threat has been eliminated. Thanks to your loyalty, courage, and determination. We did it, America. We may now carry onwards. Without fear. Thank you, Mr. President, in the beginning. God, that made me look bald the way I did that with my hat. My hair being all pressed back. I'm not bald. Oh, my hair looks terrible. In the beginning. Flawed assimilation. That'd be some propaganda in my religious order. Yeah, a religious order is good without it. My hair looks so weird right now. Complete assimilation. So there has been a timeline. The question is, how do they have these photos? How did they get an alternate? Okay, say cheese. They get a clear photo of it. Overdriven assimilation. Yeah. That face is very scary. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Hey, girl. A messenger. Oh, oh. Okay, all right. And that is going to be where we call it for the night. Whew. It's a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. And now I'm the center of attention. Look at me. I'm so good at doing stream stuff. How's everyone feeling? YouTube red circle thumbnail. I know. Good night, lizard. Thank you, loyal Americans. Yeah, thank you to the American population. Thank you to God and Obama and no one else. That's not a political statement. I just wanted to name one politician. Thanks, America. Thank you. Thanks, America, for watching my... No, thank you for watching my stream. We have people here clearly not from America. Appreciate that. Very fun. Sorry I kept you up. Not my intention, but hey, I like filming in the evening because it's nighttime. Kind of. Well, good being here. Congratulations, America. Thank you, Obama. This was such a fantastic live stream to join. I had a blast. Everyone, you were so cool. We were happy to have you, Cosmos. Yes, everyone has been so great tonight. I always love talking to you. We had... Kai showed up. Stream Goat shows up in most of my streams, gotta be honest. It's very fun. A couple others who've been in other streams, I really always appreciate that. As always, I'm just going to throw it out there. Please consider becoming a member if you want to hang out with me more on the Discord. There's some really cool people on it, really talented artists, people who are fun to talk to about certain niches and stuff. So please consider that. It's a lot of fun. It really helps me out. I'm gonna try to do another stream tomorrow, finishing this series. If I don't, though, I'll update everyone and make sure that everyone knows when it's gonna be, so you can plan for it, maybe, hopefully. But otherwise, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you. I'm gonna just name a bunch of people in my chat: Casey Mooner, Jerome, Spooked, Coco, British Alpine Territories. Oh, Lake Mungo, by the way, is what they're talking about. Awesome movie. Great movie. Pretty scary, kind of sad. Yeah, definitely seen it. I might rewatch it and see if I can find a way to talk about it on the channel, because I do remember really loving that one. Monument Mythos type presentation. Love Monument Mythos. I would love to do that in a stream in the future. Finally, a stream that isn't 3 a.m. Thanks for keeping me company while I was working on art. Hope your art is going well. Tricks. Runaway Cobra, thank you. Melody, thanks for joining. Caddy Brad, thank you for joining. For unionizing people for a second. Demacarus, if I know I'm missing people. Lizard, who left. Sienna, thank you for joining. It's been so much fun. And I will see you guys in another video, in another stream. Possibly, hopefully, probably tomorrow. Good night, Boneheads. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.